Welcome to our Rolemaster Actual play session. Ain't No Place for a Hero is a campaign set in the world of Duyranaki, the continent of men. A gritty, cutthroat world where politics, sorcery, religion, and commerce are all intertwined and reign supreme. Treachery and murder both come cheap, and characters need to be both smart and ruthless to survive. We hope you enjoy our story, and, as always, may the dice roll in your favor. This is episode 136 of Ain't No Place for a Hero. The party have turned their attention back to Tarak Nev and the secrets that forsaken city may hold. We pick up the story with our heroes puzzling over a pile of weapons and other items, arrayed on a tattered, ancient-looking banner on the floor in the tomb they are exploring. Hello, I'm Chris, otherwise known as GM Chance, and it is my great pleasure, our great pleasure, to welcome you to our story, to our tabletop role-playing game for this session. Which story are we playing tonight? The story, the tale that we will be playing for you, for your viewing and listening pleasure, is Ain't No Place for a Hero. And we have 8 heroes. There they go, up on screen. All of them. It's a very, very large party. A number of the characters, a number of the players play 2 characters. Well, I'm just getting... My music in the background is just a smidge loud. There we go. That's better. In a second or so, we are going to go to a pre-recording. We recently caught up in person here in the beautiful city of Auckland, and we conducted some character quizzes where the players of those characters quizzed their fellow team members a bit about the character. And we'll cut to one of those recordings in a second. A little bit after that, we'll go to some character development questions, which just unpeel the onion a little bit more about each character. Before we do, my regular shout-outs, thanks to our subscribers, the people that follow us online, that give us support, ask questions, are interested in the character development and the character arc, quiz us about the rules, etc., etc. Your interest and enthusiasm is really appreciated, so thank you. What we'd say to those that maybe are kind of dabbling with this channel a little bit for the first time, if you're enjoying what you're hearing and what you're seeing, you like the way we play, you like who we are, you like the system, Rolemaster, an old system from the 1980s, we really would love either a like down below, or even better, a subscribe. It really does help the channel grow. Thanks very much. Other thing I'd say is, up on screen earlier on, you would have seen that this is episode 136 from memory. You might be looking around in the episode guide trying to figure out exactly where number 1 is. The answer to that question is we started recording quite a long way into this campaign, so around episode 80 or thereabouts. There is a summary video at the very beginning of this playlist if you haven't already seen it, so I'd encourage you to have a look at that. And then also in the description down below, there is a link to a very short PDF document with lots of pictures. It's not too wordy, not too difficult to read, which just provides kind of a useful update on kind of what happened or what has happened in the game up until where we started recording. All right, enough of me. Well and truly enough of me. We're now going to go to one of those pre-recordings that I mentioned. I don't know which one it is because I haven't done the edit yet. Let's find out now.
Welcome back, and now we turn to my second character, Isia. Are you ready to see?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Question 1. This is not a multi-choice. What is the name of Etienne's sword? As a name,
Steve.
is it A, Slayer of the Twice Dead? B, Flame Tongue? C, Holy Moly? D, Smiter of the Unfaithful? E, Great Balls of Fire? Or F, Steve?
Someone might slide at the concourse.
Do you want that list again? Can you read those?
We can read them.
Everyone got an answer?
Steve.
The answer is D. D.
Oh.
Charles, once again.
Charles
Take
and
the point. I'll take the point.
you got a point?
No.
Oh,
No points. On this failure.
He feels like a man who does a bit of smiting.
Mm. He didn't name it.
No.
It's appropriate.
Question 2. What is the name of Etienne's order? We mentioned quite a lot, but there's no multiple choices, so we just got
Yeah,
to
you should know.
memory banks. Quite hard.
I'm pretty sure it's not there.
Didn't catch on. That was. We had a little.
We'll just name this up.
and you'll be right, I bet.
Oh,
There's something about that.
All ready to roll? Nice guess from Peter, Order of the Rose. We've got Goddess Aphrodite Order, the Red Mossy Swan Woman, and the Tin Cans. That's actually a skipple group. It's the Genitress.
Oh.
Okay.
So I don't think anyone gets
No.
half a point
No,
there.
I don't know. I know he's a genitrist, but I know that was the name of his order.
yeah.
It's a bit boring.
Sorry.
No, that was a great
I
question.
think,
You
I think
mentioned
these
it.
are a
Oh,
much better.
Yeah. The red mossy swan lady.
I love it. I love it.
That's his wife.
It's a word association round. Right, question 3. What was Etienne's name as a young boy before his rebirth?
Damn it.
Don't worry, it's multi-choice. Is it A,
Steve.
is it B, Pistol? Is it C, Chisel? Is it D, Thistle? Is it E, Bibble? Or is it F, Steve?
Bibble, 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 bibble.
I've decided you're a genius. Whatever job you're doing, it's not comedy, you're wasted.
Oh,
Have we made a decision?
We had.
Oh, 2 winners, Pete and Alex with B.
Yay!
Pistol.
Well done. Well done.
Well remembered.
who are we doing? So I'm just scoring quickly.
You do.
No point scoring on my scorecard, but yeah.
Question 4.
You got it. You
What
got
spell does Etienne often cast on the entire party?
it. What is it called?
Not multi-choice. He's done it many, many times, particularly recently.
God, I knew I should listen.
Well, actually not particularly recently, but there's one that he has cast. There are
I know what it
actually 2, but the
does.
one that he has cast more.
Yeah, I know what it does, but I don't know what it's called.
Just a description then. Ready?
I'm just going to write the description down.
Oh,
Bless, +10 to everything. Protection, courage. Is it so?
Morale?
Morale, yep. And
So yeah, I said gives the party increased faith, luck, power, +10. I wondered if it was
well,
called Bless, but I can't
probably
remember.
the closest thing is Pete there.
Mm.
It's called Inspiration.
Inspiration.
Inspirations.
Oh.
But it is a small blessing, so let me give that to you.
Nice, Pete.
But there's
bless and bless.
No, then there's courage and morale.
Well,
Giles.
I also said faith and
And
luck.
I wrote a word, so
It's
do I get half a point?
You did very well.
Thank you.
Spell correct me and everything.
Thank you.
Okay.
Giles will give you a point.
Right,
Inspiration.
the last question on day 1, because that's the day it is right now.
Ooh.
What might you find Etienne doing when he partakes in the pleasure of the maiden?
Oh,
Ooh.
how many actors
Apart
do you
from
want?
the pleasure of the maiden, but I presume. It's weird, but seems like his vibe.
You're disgusted. Whatever it is. Let's have a look. We've got
I think
Charles
shagging
with
is taken.
praying, Hayden with drinking and shagging, which is actually the most accurate.
Yeah.
And we've got drinking and praying from Alex, and just drinking from here. I think Aiden's close.
Yay!
It is. That'll be the. I think you can get half a point for drinking though.
Who get half? So who gets half a point? Me.
Not me.
Give me half.
I was definitely going for the prank.
I'm
Should have
taking
gone for the
half.
drinking.
And that is the end
It's
of
shaking.
questions on day one.
And two.
Hope you found that video and the answers interesting. We certainly had a lot of fun recording them a few weeks back. All right, as mentioned before we went to that recording, generally we play on a Wednesday, as we indeed are today. And earlier in the week, I sent out a series of questions out to the players to mull on, to chew over a little bit. And we spend a second or two, as we're about to do now, for the players to answer either one or potentially two of those character questions. Why do we do this? Why do we spend quite a bit of time, devote quite a bit of time, of precious time of our game doing this? I think, and I think the players agree, that it's good to flesh out these characters. These are obviously fictitious faces up on screen, but it's always interesting to learn a little bit more about how they tick. And I always, even though I now know these characters very well, some of them, in Mithan's case, one of Pete's characters, she goes back to even a previous campaign. I think I know these characters reasonably well, but I'm constantly surprised at the answers that I get to the various questions. And tonight, we start off with Graham. Graham, the microphone is yours.
Sure. I play two characters in this game, the first of whom is Neathanel. I can cover up probably a couple of questions here in terms of just explaining how party has gradually making Neathanel perhaps a better person. I think who's taught your character the most during their adventures? I think Leif probably stepped forward because Leif's very kind of affable, pleasant person, and Neathanel hasn't really come across too many of those. And I think she enjoys talking to Leif, and he's just really pleasant company and very loyal. And I think she's learned a lot about that. She's had a bit of a difficult upbringing, difficult life really, so it's quite refreshing to be around someone like that. She, leaving onto heartwarming, she's kind of taken up with this group, something she wanted to do. She kind of something a little odd and kind of at odds with her character, and it really is that although most of what she does perhaps would be best achieved alone in terms of her profession and her what she believes, nonetheless she's pulled towards a group, and she does feel a lot of satisfaction in joining a group, and she's certainly found that with this group. And to link with what's the most heartwarming moment your character's experienced, it probably is that. Probably the highlight there, which was a moment where it was reproved to her how working as a group you could achieve so much more as when they won the games, most unexpectedly back in insert city name here,
Ely.
Ely. And yeah, she just couldn't believe that they'd worked at this thing, the newcomers to town, and they'd all done their best and worked really well together to achieve that. And it was kind of, yeah, she thought, wow, there's something bigger than the whole here. So yes, and then second character I'm playing is Etienne. Character question here: what does your character think about the undead? That's interesting because for Etienne is a janitrist. He's a type of paladin. His sworn enemy, if you like, is the undead. They are to him an absolute aberration, abomination. That he believes in love and peace, and he's a bit of a hippie in armor, really. But he considers that they violate the territory of the heart, their body and lifeless husks are an abomination that needs to be driven from the world. So when he sees or comes across an undead, he is, instinctively will attack. Unlike any other beast that he comes across, he'll kind of consider things and generally won't attack anything unless he's attacked or his companions are being attacked. But when he sees something that violates the sanctity of life, he is driven to destroy it. So hey, he's in just a great place at the moment, tripping over them.
Fill your boots, Etienne.
Exactly. I will pass over to Aiden.
Hello. Thank you, Graham. I'm also playing 2 characters tonight. The first one is Gray, who's up on screen. And for him, I'm going to answer, has your character ever been forced to flee from an enemy? And yes, he definitely has. Probably multiple times, I'd say. But the first time I ever played him, one of the first times I ever played him, he ended up having to fly out of a sewer.
Oh God, that's right.
After being shot through the head or the throat or something. He took multiple arrows, and it was very tight spot that he had to get out of this tiny little hole, great kind of situation. And yeah, it was very lucky. Some not so bad dice rolls managed to get out there without being stuck with any more arrows, and he kind of learned his lesson about going into tight, dark spaces alone. Yeah.
That was your very first game, actually. Welcome to the game.
Yeah, I think it was my first game. Yeah, it was a very first game. Nearly killed the character. And then the second character I'm playing is Demos. And for Demos, I'll answer what is his view of the undead. And it would be quite terrifying, I think, for Demos. He relies a lot on his strength, and it doesn't seem to do him any good against some of these undead, these kind of terrifying zombies that don't seem to take any damage, or if they do get damaged, they regenerate really quickly. So he finds them frustrating and quite scary because they kind of render him a little bit useless. And he doesn't like to be useless because he's an army guy.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah. Would love to hear from Pete.
Thanks, Aiden. I'm just going to reply again. Hopefully not for long. There is a spear on that pile of magic, hopefully. Magic items.
Oh, let's hope.
Let's hope. Thank you. And I just also like to say, yeah, I definitely agree with the character amount of time the time we dedicate to character development. I think it's really worthwhile. I really love hearing other answers, and I like being able to share about my characters. So I entirely agree with you, Chris. Yeah. So I'm playing 2 characters tonight. First of which is Leif. And question to answer for him is, who has taught your character most during their adventures? I would say he is open to learning from everyone, sort of, yeah, from every member of the party, he'd be open to having a relationship with them and learning what they can from them and just taking them as they are and taking what he can learn from them. But I think that most of the other characters are quite established in who they are. They're older and they've got, they're sort of not set in their ways, but, they're self-possessed. I think it's Kiros he's learned most, because I think she's perhaps been the most innocent, who's gone on from innocence to quite, seen a lot. And so, and she wears her heart on her sleeve. She's admirable in her bravery, and she's had, I suppose, lessons to Alex might want to big lessons to learn about perhaps rushing in and then perhaps finding out, okay, that was a little bit, she follows her emotions, and I think that's great. But and he just admires her for that, but has seen how she has changed. And since her reincarnation, or her reincarnation, since coming back from the dead, he is hugely admires her and is learning about the strength of character she has, and just it must be a terrible thing to go on to go through. And I know that he's aware that she's still processing probably what happened to her whilst she was dead, and probably out of metagaming probably. So is Alex and Chris. I'm not sure. Um, but yeah, just that what she's having to live with, sort of the knowledge of having died that she's living with day to day is pretty cool to watch her. The learning she has, he learns from her how to be strong, I suppose, in some ways. So a bit of a spiel there. For Mathan, the other character I'm playing, has your character ever been forced to flee from the enemy? Yeah, any number of times. So Mathan is aggressively defensive, so she really does not like, because she's has been in situations in the past where she's been helpless, and she sort of has sworn to never be in such situation. Each time she's in a situation where she's helpless, she swears to never be in the same sort of situation again. It keeps happening. But so she really wants to eliminate threats if she possibly can, but absolutely sees the wisdom in removing yourself from an overwhelmingly dangerous situation and putting as much distance between you and your enemies as possible. Some examples would be when the Oracle of Python just jumped off her tower. It's like, well, we're not sticking around. There's all these guards who now think we've, assassinated their religious icon. So we flew away. When we were in the in-between, there was we'd followed Demos down the slippery slope and got him out to the lower level. Followed him down to the lower level to try and explore, I think. And we'd found the items we were looking for. But there was more doors in that lower level to explore, but we were getting some really bad vibes. There was something that sort of noticed us at the very end there, and the whole party was like, "Oh, let's leg it," because there was something really dark and grim that was. Well, that's what the impression we got was. So definitely in between. And on another example of us, making a really strategic decision would be on Jewel Island when the attack on the cave returned to rubbish. Flames everywhere. People, our allies' main fighter sort of getting burnt badly. It's time to go. So Mathan is not afraid, not even fall afraid of making those sensible choices. Can we please hear from Alex?
Excellent. Thanks, mate.
Thank you, Pete. So I'm playing two characters tonight. I normally only play Keros. And I really enjoyed this part of the game. I just think it's super fun.
Cool.
So I'm also going to answer the question, who has taught your character the most during their adventures? So I have a two-pronged answer, and I'm in agreement with Graham that Leif has definitely been a big guiding presence for Keros, who is somewhat trusting and a bit unworldly, and has been very supportive and kind and non-judgmental, and just really steered her along the way. Player to player, I'm going to shout out to Graham, who has really, for me as a new player and Keros as a new character, really guided me. And I agree with Pete's comments around just because you can doesn't mean you should. And, Keros has her limitations, and it's really helped me to actually realize that doing nothing is just as powerful as doing something. So I'm very grateful for that. I still think I'm a brand new player and still just want to do things and roll dice, and Keros is going to do this, and then Keros went to sneak round to try and support the team, and then made a noise and then mucked everything. Just stuff like that. It's all learning, and I'm very grateful for the players, in particular Graham, and for the characters, in particular Leif.
Lovely.
So thank you. I am playing Tarquin tonight. I wasn't too sure about these questions, but I'm going to have a go at answering. What is the most complex puzzle your character has solved? Well, I don't know if he's solved it, but I feel like his most complex puzzle is himself. I think, he has this beautiful, confident, arrogant facade, but I do wonder if inside that young man is someone who doesn't really know himself. And I could be completely wrong, because he comes across as, he's very confident and he does his thing and he knows himself. But I've also seen like little moments where he doesn't second guess, but he'll reflect and he'll be like, oh, actually, or maybe, or hindsight. Like, I think that's pretty special. So I wonder if he's still working himself out despite the facade. So I don't know if Giles would agree with that, but that's my answer. Happy to be corrected.
Well,
Are we talking about Giles or Tarquin now? Well,
What, the beautiful, arrogant young man?
you know he's listening. I was just about to say.
Well, he will listen. He will watch this. I know, he does. He does listen to these videos and watch them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can ask him once it's up online.
I hope that's okay. It meant with love, of course.
I'm sure he will love it. And look, my thanks to you, Alex, for picking up a character. You've done it several times for Giles when he hasn't been able to join us as is tonight. So thank you. Very good. Well introduced all. I always learn something, absolutely. So as I said before, thank you very much indeed for sharing your thoughts. That's the team named and up on screen for viewers who are perhaps not familiar with the party. We are getting a lot more viewers and people that haven't followed our story before. So there we go. Those are the characters as described, and there are their names underneath. Now is the time we turn to our scribe Pete to give a précis of what happened last time. And Pete, you always do a great job. I am always complimentary. We are always complimentary because there's a lot to remember, and you do a great job. Just encourage you, just thinking about time tonight, if you can keep it relatively short to zip through what happened last time. Thank you. Go for it.
Sure thing. Yeah, I always find I talk too long. Thank you. So, well, the last session started mid-fight in a sort of an underground tomb, where we'd sort of explored. We were fighting 4 undead, I believe. Yeah. So there's the entrance to the tomb. We came in the left one there, and we went down. We broke down the back wall and went down some stairs. Found ourselves in the sort of these larger rooms with sarcophagi and statues, I believe. We in the middle of this fight, it started inauspiciously with Neathanel doing a very good attack on one of the undead, and I think we concluded, as she had a non-magic weapon, it had absolutely no effect. So I think she did a really good sneak attack, but the type of undead we were fighting were unaffected by non-magic weapons. Luckily, the next note I have here in this combat was that Etienne then cast his fantastic Repel Undead spell, and two of the 4 fled in response to that, and fled through to where we can see, there they are. They ended up upside down dead, through in another room, but yeah, that's where they fled to. Tarquin, so it took pressure off the fighters a bit. Tarquin cast Cut Repair himself. Etienne killed one of the remaining ones, Leif killed the other, so fantastic. I think we then went into dismemberment mode, so pulling them apart, because these are the types of undead, what we call the maggoty ones, that are unaffected by non-magic weapons and have an extremely fast regeneration and healing rate. So we decided to dismember them and spread the pieces out. During that time, I think Mithan was doing some healing, and maybe Mithan, Keros, and Tarquin were involved in healing. We then moved into the next room and dispatched the 2 zombies that had undead that had fled there, and then we explored this room. Now, this is the room where it sort of had drawn our attention. There is it's got a crumbling sort of a ruined ceiling, and there's some light coming in from the top, quite diffuse, but certainly in an underground place it was odd to see light. And there's sorry, Chris, I should have spoken when you were showing us. The most striking feature of this room, though, was the steps that go up to another sarcophagus or tomb sort of thing at the back there. Thank you. And on the steps there was a sort of a decaying red banner with a number of items laid out on it. We were very, of course, very paranoid. We didn't want to set up any traps, anything like that, so we sort of cautiously approached, checking. But eventually, Leif and Demos just went ahead and picked one up. We picked up a breastplate, and it had an image on it of some sort of a winged form, and some writing as well, which we were able to, when we took it back to someone who could read the Bronic, I think. Am I right?
Several languages.
Several languages, yeah. Dick was able to read the sort of scrawled and sort of scratched in sort of writing. It was a message from people from 153 years ago, from sort of we're figuring the last time people came to try and I don't know, explore, take back, kill the evil forces in Tarik Nev. And the message was basically, here's an items for people in the light. So we're being gifted that, well, we consider ourselves to be in the light, and we're being gifted these items. I wonder if we should pull them into the light. I don't know. And that's about where we left it. We decided, so it's later in the day, we decided we might be taking a break to do some attunement. Also, in exploring this room, Etienne had discovered a secret door, which I think we also want to investigate. But I think that's pretty much where we're at.
Excellent. Thank you very much indeed, Pete. Excellent job as usual. Couple of very quick last things from me. So that was the direction that you came through, down here. It is very, very dark. So Neathanel and elves can see with a bit of light, but it gets very, very black through here, like pitch black. So you can see a little bit further on Neathanel, but not a lot further in that direction, even with some light behind you. Time of day and date, actually. It is the 21st, so you arrived in the Alaming on the 12th. So you've been here for a week and 2 days in this horrible fetid swamp. You are on the island of Aramor, so you've crossed the Sea of Fire, you recall, and you are on the Vier Passage, heading, as you believe anyway, according to the old maps, heading up to Tarik Nev. It is late in the day, very late in the day on the 21st, not quite dusk when you went in. It probably is dusk now or going on for night. And it was absolutely pouring with rain. And I meant to mention there is actually some water, a little bit of water and drips that are coming down from this diffuse light up here. You're presuming it's dripping down, and you're assuming it's certainly some water is coming down. The items that were up on this tattered red banner up here. That's the tattered red banner, and the list of items was put into Discord. I'll just read them out again. There are, you might be able to see up on screen as well, 2 longswords, 2 falchions, 2 broadswords, 3 daggers, a greystone box, a blackstone box with a platinum band ring on it, a spear, a mouldering wood iron rimmed with iron box, a blackstone box with a ring on top of it, and with a candle on top of it as well, greystone box, an iron rod, a black ring sitting on the blackstone box, broken jar with coins inside, and the breastplate, Pete, which you described. The items, I'll just quickly zip through them. So that's the spear, 3 daggers. It's 1 dagger. It's one of the swords. It's another dagger. There's the ring. One of the falchions. That was the broken stone jar with the coins. One of the boxes. Another falchion. A strange rod, as mentioned. More items, a candle, some more swords, and the ring. Any questions from anybody before we start the game? Go once, twice. Let's begin. I won't ask individual characters what you want to do, because I suspect you might want a conflab. But yeah, tell me what happens. Silence.
And getting thoughts. I guess Leif would suggest that we look to taking a rest, making a camp building a fire if possible. I don't know how we'll go with finding fuel for it in the rain. Exploring the rest of so he's just suggesting general options for us all to take, I guess. Exploring the rest of this place, and if Etienne's expressed that he's found a secret door, it'll be good to go through a door and close it behind us. Yeah. Thoughts?
Nathanel's quite keen maybe to borrow someone like Gray or someone strong and to maybe check out where we've just walked through in a bit more detail. Someone who's got high perception, who would want to do that and just check we haven't missed anything. And yeah, thinks that resting would be a good idea while we do the attunements, for sure. But wonders whether fire might attract unwanted attention.
Mathan's happy to go with Nathanel if she's got pretty high perception.
Yeah.
I think from memory, our guides did point out at the very beginning that undead will find us due to smell and our presence alone. Fire's not going to.
Really?
Not having a fire is not going to
help. No. All right.
Yeah, I believe. That was my recollection.
I was thinking. I don't know. We don't really before if we do that. I wonder whether we should actually. Someone should have a little. If they've got any PowerPoints left before they sleep, maybe have a look and see what is above us.
Sure, Leif can go and do that. Actually, if we're allocating jobs.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But I definitely think Etienne. I hope Etienne will look at that door and see if we can open that.
Yep.
Thoughts from Gray or Demos, Keros or Tarquin? Or actions?
What are we doing with those items? Remind me. Sorry. End of year artists. It's going to take an epic amount of time, right, to do all of them, which we don't have.
Well, we've got a bit of time, haven't we? Because if we're going to sleep here, it's only late afternoon. I don't know how long you might be able to do a few of them.
A couple of them. So Keris would be keen to do that, unless she's needed elsewhere. She's got 40. Sorry, I'm just going to check her power. I thought it was 42. 43 PowerPoints available.
Well, what were you going to use those for, though?
Well, if any are needed for anything, but she's keen to attune.
Yeah, that'll be a skill, though, so you won't need to use.
No, true. But if you need her for anything else, she's got 43. But she's keen to attune, and she can stay. And if there's a top 3 objects that the team want to look at, she's keen to do that. But definitely sleep as well. Yeah.
What do we think to objects? I think Demos needs a spear.
I agree. Absolutely agree. Yeah.
What are we going to call her? We've got Brittany.
I don't know.
Sorry. Aiden put a message that he was out for a moment, by the way.
All good.
Yeah. Yeah, could be. I don't know. It's about Brittany to make any suggestions. The other option is for the attunement. You get -20 if it's under 4 hours. But if you take, so I wonder if we do a sort of a rationalization of, I think definitely you want to learn what the spear is, but there might be some items that, you can just do a quick 5-minute attunement at -20, and it'd be perhaps less, I don't know, important. I don't know.
Yeah, we could group them in we'll do these ones super quick, but these ones let's spend some time on.
I don't know. Because we're also limited by unless we spend the time doing 4 hours on each one, and then make a choice of which is best. We're limited by how much we can carry too. We can't carry everything out. It's all gonna.
True.
So yeah, we could have a wee think about that anyway.
Yeah, I think we should decide which ones we like the most.
Yeah.
I mean, Etienne can carry anything we don't get around to,
Oh, okay, cool.
I mean, I reckon, because even if we don't want them all, we'll definitely want to sell them.
True. Okay, if Etienne's.
That is quite a weight, just as a heads up.
Oh, is it?
Tarquin's keen as well. Yeah.
We'll work it out.
Yep.
Controversially, I mean, there is an Albert spear. I mean, not the nicest people, but could be Albert
Sorry, say it again.
for the spear. We've done Brittany. He's the only other spear I can think of.
Who? I don't know who that one is.
Albert. Well, you best don't.
Yeah, don't look him up.
Okay. Is he sharp?
Deadly.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Cool. So, if there's no other actions, I guess Leif can roll a fly on himself, and he would be keen to take a light.
Okay, great. Let's go through. So let's start with Leif. After prep, fails on a 1 or a 2. Give me a roll, please.
Cool. Oh, Aiden's back.
And it's back.
Right, sorry about that, guys.
All good. All good.
Cool. So his fly spell works.
Yep.
I assume we've got another lantern somewhere in our packs. He would be keen to take. I'll just double check.
Just checking where everybody is. People are roughly in that position. People are here, and is anybody not where they are?
It looks about right.
Okay.
Couldn't clock where. Sorry, where's Leif? Oh, he's there. Yep, and that's it. Yeah, yep. Fair enough. Yep.
Ethanol, are you there?
Just waiting for Leif. If she'll get a lighter torch if she hasn't got one already.
So she
Come in from the.
She comes.
She'll come in from the dark. Yeah, she'll come in from the dark to light a torch.
Okay.
And wait for Mythan.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Ethanol, you're coming in. Do you have another lantern?
There is another lantern in our equipment, so yes, I think we have one to stay here. Leif would like to carry a lantern up with him when he flies up. He's going to fly, investigate that's where you wanted him to go, right? Investigate the hole in the ceiling.
I think it might be wise, given we're going to camp here. Maybe it might be good. Nathan has a torch.
Okay, cool.
So one lantern with the group, one lantern for Leif, and a torch with.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I please ask someone? Actually, I'm just going to check something. Just 1 second. Just while I'm checking something, Aiden, there was a critical question, which was about spears. You guys can fill Aiden in on what that was.
Ooh, is there a magical one?
We're going to hopefully get Keros to attune one to see if it is.
But most
yes,
importantly, what are we going to call her? Because you've got Brittany.
Oh,
This is the question of our time.
oh gosh, that is a very important question. I think it's going to require some thought, and I feel like he needs to get the feel of it, before the name comes to him. I think it took him a while to get Brittany Spear. So, maybe. Yeah. Let me have a. Well, he's going to have a ponder. Demos is going to ponder this. It's a very tricky question, and it requires thought.
It does.
There's a whole Reddit post on mythological spear names, if that's at all helpful.
Could I please get whoops a daisy, a roll from let's go Leif and Tarquin, please, a perception roll. So this is happening. So I'm asking for this. Nathan, you've come in from the gloom. It is getting, it's you're in the doorway. You've come in. You're collected around the light. You can see the lantern on the ground. You've put packs down. Leif, you're going through and you're getting out a spare lantern. You've already got 2 up there, by the way, just to check. You do have enough. There's 1 there and another one. Is there a 3rd lantern, just to double check?
Oh, I thought we'd only had 1 lantern and 1 torch lit.
Oh, was that a torch rather than a lantern?
Because I know when we were exploring, when we'd come down the stairs into the tomb, we had a lantern and a torch.
Okay.
I don't know. Don't remember if we lit a second one.
Yeah. Okay. So do try to keep track of the torch. So I think that's a torch and that's a lantern. So
We do
Neathel.
have 3 lanterns, though. We do have 3 lanterns
Okay.
equipment.
Okay, cool. So
And Neathano and Etienne both have torches.
great. So Neathel, you come over and basically
Etienne's got 2, actually.
at the same time as and please mark them off once they're used, they're used. Neathel, you come over with basically the same time as Leif to go through and get stuff out of packs. Others are kind of looking around at items at least, or thinking about items. But I'm asking for these perception rolls right at that time, Neathel, when you're in having a look here. All right. Can I please get a roll from you, Leif?
Rolled a 9.
9. I mean, it's smart, so it could be amazing. It could be less than amazing. What is your perception, please, Leif?
Plus 57.
Great. And Tarquin, what's your perception, please? Give me a perception roll, please, Tarquin. That's you, Alex. He's got a very high perception.
Oh, sorry, I forget.
That's all right.
Sorry. I rolled a 28, and perception is plus 93.
Okay, cool. So it's you, Tarquin, that spots it. But unfortunately, because the roll was a 37, it was just a little bit too late. You're standing here, Tarquin, and the hairs on the back of your neck go up, Tarquin, and something, you don't know what it was. Did you hear something? You could be hearing things, Tarquin, frankly. But your gaze is immediately pulled in this direction. Is there something out there in the blackness? And just as you're about to alert your companions, you're not sure because you don't want to be jumping at shadows after all. And had you perhaps been a little bit more alert, or perhaps had your perception just been that little bit better, you might have jumped to it. But a couple of things happen all at once. First thing that happens is there's a slight scrape of metal, and you see a figure, Tarquin, detach from the inky blackness that's there and move forward. And just as that happens, you, Tarquin, and everybody else hear the following. And this figure, Tarquin, you see it, and perhaps others, and you're fast enough at least to point it out to your companions. So at least these people here see it. And you basically are just raising your arm when this music hits, and I'm going to ask you to make a dice roll. You see the following come out of the shadows. Here, this terrible shape. And I'd like each of you, please, to roll a channeling resistance roll. We're going to start with Grey, and then go to Tarquin, and then go to Demos, to Keros, Mithan, Leif, and then finally Etienne. And I'm going to ask each one of you to roll. So hold off your rolling for a second. I'm just going to adjust the music. We are starting first off with Grey. Grey, I'd like you to make a channeling resistance roll. What level are you, please, Grey?
He's level 7.
7?
And his roll is
Make it good.
71.
71.
And
Cool.
his channeling is +2.
That's 2. Okay, cool. Grey, I will come to you
Ooh.
in. This is just. So this is first round, and then we'll go into initiative second round.
Okay. Should I roll for Demos?
And then you can please roll for Demos, yes.
Yeah, cool. Demos got 76, and his is -1.
-1.
So pretty much the same for both of them.
Okay, cool. Next, please, is Tarquin.
Okay.
What level is he, please?
He's a level 8.
Okay, so he needs to roll that. Oh, hang on.
Oh, I've just rolled, sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Hang on. Got a little bit too far ahead of myself. Oops. Actually, hold those rolls, please, Demos, and
Sorry, I rolled already.
no, it's all, no, I asked you to. I hadn't set up things here, so my bad.
It's a good roll,
Okay.
I hope.
10. All right. So what was the? Let's start with Grey again. I just forgotten something at my end. What was Grey's level again?
7.
7. Thank you. And what was his roll?
His roll was 71 and 2 for channeling resistance.
Okay.
+2.
Cool. Sorry, you said a 71 or a 79?
71.
71. Okay, cool. Grey, something coming into your chat now, please.
Okay.
Coming in just a second.
Sorry, just laughing at all the bird chat that we've got from Wingy.
The bird chat. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Hang on, I just need to disguise that. There we go. That's great. Coming into Grey's channel. Where are you? There you go. Cool. Coming in now, Aiden. So you're going to have to hold off based on that. And Demos, again, please. Sorry to make you do this again.
No, it's okay. He got a 76, and his channeling resistance is -1.
-1. And what level is he, please?
8.
8th level.
Yeah.
So is Grey, actually.
Is he? Oh. Oh, maybe
Oh.
my sheet isn't updated. Oh, is he? Wait, is he? Oh, you're right. Sorry, he is 8. I was looking in the wrong place.
Okay.
He is a level 8.
Okay.
Sorry.
Needs to roll 70, and he rolled a 76 -2. Same for you too, unfortunately, Demos.
Same
Exactly the
Same
same.
info?
Exactly the same info for you too.
Okay.
Cool. So you read it. You understand it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Lovely. Next up is Tarquin. I'll take the roll because I did give you the roll, please, Tarquin.
Okay.
What is his level, please?
He's a level 8.
Yep.
His roll was 83,
Okay.
and his channeling resistance is plus 23.
Okay. Cool. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. Moving on up my list is Keros. Roll for Keros, please.
Okay, so Keros is level 10.
Mm-hmm.
She rolled an 89,
Nice.
and she's plus 25 to channeling resistance.
Done. Cool. Excellent. Very good. Mithan, your roll, please. Firstly, her level.
She's 10th.
Okay, so yes, give me a roll.
And she rolled a 79
What's your channeling?
plus 30.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And for Leif, give me a roll. What level is he?
He is 9th. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's 9th level. He rolled an 84.
84. Okay. And his channeling?
Plus 10.
Okay, cool. Next on my list is Neathanel. What level is she? 10th?
10th. And someone had to spoil the rolling, didn't they? 20.
20. Okay. And what's her channeling?
Plus 5.
It's 5. Okay, cool. Neathanel, something coming into your channel as well.
Sweet nothings, I'm sure.
Sweet. Sweet nothings. So the instruction there is going to be for next round, by the way. Both Graham and Aiden coming into your channel. Neathanel right now. And then finally, and I know you need a second or so to read that, Graham, but if you could roll for Etienne, please, as well. Finally.
I'll come back to it.
Yep.
I'm sure it's not important.
No. What level is he, please?
Fucking hell. Sorry, my language. 1! Hooray!
Okay. Roll again, please.
Oh, no. 24. Hey, I'm doing some spiffing rolling here.
1 minus 24. What's his channeling, please?
Plus 14.
Some information coming into Etienne's channel as well. I'll give you a second to read those, Graham. Please, preference is don't comment on that. Just give me 1 second. I'll give you a second to digest that for both your two characters. And then we're going into next round. We're going into that kind of happened. That was the initiation of the round. And we're going to change into rounds in a second. Just give you a chance to your head around that, Graham. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
I know. Cool. All right. So maybe some bowl sounds as well. Why not? So, this is the scene. Or it will be once I get on the map. That's the scene. Those are your characters in those positions. Etienne was checking out his door. Others... Sorry?
See the sidebar?
Yeah, you can. Why does that happen?
Not looking.
Yeah, thank you. Don't look. Thank you. Good call. Thanks, Pete. Thank you for your honesty there, Pete. Always forget to switch that off. So, yes, that's the scene. There is this figure that has just formed or something out of the blackness here. Etienne, you were over here looking at your door. Others were sorting out packs and other things here. And other characters up the back were doing various things, looking at items, not touching anything just yet. And then, just a second or two too late, Tarquin, you saw something. But it was too late. That's the situation. We are now into rounds. And we kick it off. In a second. Switch that sound down a little bit. There we go. And next actor. Neathanel. Your action, please.
The action as per Discord.
Lovely, thank you. Okay, this music continues from over here. It's quite beautiful or soothing or certainly strong or potent or something. Leif, you are next to act. What do you do?
Leif would like to cast a spell. It's not an instantaneous spell.
Okay.
But he would like to cast a spell, without any prep. So he'll chant and yell and stuff. That's necessary. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's just casting straight now.
Yep.
Cool.
Yes, please.
Okay. Back to you, Neathanel.
Whether she will leap on Leif and say, "What are you doing? Stop it."
No, I'm going to overrule that and say you actually attack Leif.
Oh, I thought. Sorry, I'm misreading this.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Just putting, just pasting something back. In Neathanel's channel.
Yep. So please attack Leif.
How?
Draw a sword and attacks Leif.
Did you see my note though?
Yep. Attacking to subdue.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what do I do? Just I wouldn't brawl then. I wouldn't.
You'd attack Leif, and you're told to disable him. Give me a roll, please. So she draws her short sword for 20%. Make a roll.
Okay.
Leif parry?
Leif wouldn't be aware of this. It's a flank attack. Give me a roll. It's at -20.
Okay, I think this is probably alien to Neathanel, but I'll go with it. In a sense of, I would have thought she'd attack to subdue. Isn't that another option?
Attacking to subdue is you can attack with a weapon to subdue. So in Rolemaster rules, you can attack to subdue to inflict a non-fatal blow on a character, as per the note just sent. So she gets a negative 20 on the attack, but and any results that would kill Leif, except for 100, any attack that would kill Leif would be changed to a disabling or an unconscious or something like that. But she does attack Leif, definitely. Make a roll, please.
7.
7. Here we go. Well, good to know. So 20% to draw your sword. 20% because of attempting to parry. 20% because of subduing. It is a flank. And it was a 7. Leif, I'm not going to give you your shield, but I will give you your... I'd give you... No, you would be surprised. Um, 20... An activity mod, 20. Minor wounds, or potentially minor wounds. Suddenly, Leif, to your horror, Niathanel draws her short sword and makes a swing at you. Does 10 and an A puncture. Niathanel, roll the A. If you roll 100, that result does stand. And if it's a killing result, that result does stand. Everything else is reducible.
81.
81. Leif, you start shouting. Niathanel attacks you and hits you on the side. You're taking 5 hits a round, and you are stunned 6 rounds. Niathanel, add plus 20 to your next attack. That was Niathanel's action to do that, Leif. You are stunned, and you are now bleeding quite heavily. But you're not stunned, no parry. What do you do with your remainder of your round?
Well, he will draw his... He's got his shield out. I assume.
Well, your call, Pete. Would he actually have his shield out right now?
Yep. Well, I think it's... Yeah, absolutely. Well, he was getting a lantern out of a pack. If he can do that with his shield on, he would have his shield out.
No, he needs 2 hands. He needs 2 hands to do that.
So he would be, I'm assuming he's kneeling down, he'd have his shield on the ground and his sword at 2 hand. I mean, we are in a dangerous place.
I should have given a position bonus, damn it. Because he was kneeling down, never mind. Okay.
Yep. So he will pick both of those up and stand up. And he'll turn to face Niathanel, and he'll, if any remaining action, he'll say, fight it, Niathanel, like, why did you do that? He'll be,
Okay.
He figures there's something weird going on. So so sword and shield now to hand, and Niathanel just attacked me. That's what he'll say.
Yep. Cool. Next up,
I guess.
Thank you. Next up is Demos. Demos. Hello, Aiden. Hello. Hello. Hey, that's all right. You are there. That's cool. That's cool.
Yes.
What does Demos do?
Sorry. He's going to attack somebody.
He's just seen
closest to him.
He's just seen Leif move.
Yes. I think he's probably going to punch Leif.
Okay. Spear Leif.
You reckon he'd spear, not
Yeah.
punch?
Definitely.
Sorry, Leif. He's coming at you with. It's Brittany though. It's not magic.
Well, Leif would like to parry with whatever remaining action he had.
Okay. So
They roll.
Demos that is downstairs, round. So there'll be a negative 30 on your attack, Demos. What length is Leif's sword?
Medium.
Medium. So Demos is attacking with a long weapon. Leif is attacking with or parrying with a medium weapon. So you can't attack Leif, but you can parry. You can parry. You can still parry at 50%. No, that's if you're attack. No, you can still parry. You can still parry with the remainder. Cool. Demos, make a negative 20 attack because you are trying to disable Leif, subdue him with your weapon. And I should have been clearer in my message. At a negative 20.
He's rolled a 69.
69, cool.
Mm-hmm.
On Leif.
Do you want his spear bonus?
I've got it, thank you. But you can confirm what it is, please.
122.
122. Yes, that's what I got. Cool. Negative
Sorry,
20.
Leif.
Oh, no worries.
Negative 20. You are stunned, unfortunately, Leif. But that balances out. And what was the roll, please? 69?
69.
69,
Yeah,
cool. And what's the parry, please, Pete?
48.
48, cool. Demos lunges at you with a spear. You turn it aside. He misses. Demos misses. Tarquin, what do you do, please?
Oh, that's me. So Tarquin would like to cast all sorts of spells. But I think he would like to. Is Leif appearing like conscious and normal, or how can I perceive?
It's happened right. It's happened right next to you, like right there. So I'm not, and you know your attention is drawn to this. So no, you've seen Neathanel suddenly, for no explicable reason, just attack Leif, and then Demos charge down the stairs and try to spear Leif as well. They are that's what you've seen. Leif has definitely been injured, and he's bleeding.
And is he able to still do stuff, or is he like he's like I'm just thinking, and please correct me if you think I'm wrong, that Tarquin might cast confusion, which means target is incapable of making decisions or initiating action.
You can
continue to fight current foes or in self-defense. Is that
you can throw it open to the group. This is not your character, so
yeah, sorry.
All good. Seek group's opinion.
But he's down, he's injured.
What's the description?
Target is incapable of making decisions or initiating action. May continue to fight current foe or in self-defense. Is that too harsh to?
Well, that mean that we'll keep attacking Leif.
Wait, so I've got the wrong end of the stick. Sorry.
Sorry,
I've got the wrong side of this.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, go Pete, go.
I was just going to say,
Leif's
oh
the
no, sorry.
victim, right?
Well, Leif was just going to be casting a spell. So yeah, that's what Tarquin would have perhaps seen, and yeah, not sure why, but Nathaniel and Demos have tried. Is that right, Chris? That's all that's been seen.
Yeah,
when we're not.
like basically, what's happened is just to describe Tarquin, you just caught this terrible figure move around the corner and start to play. Just as that's happened, the split second afterwards, the first thing that you've noticed, you've heard a movement to your left, and Leif was about to start shouting. And basically, just as he started to shout, there was a scream or a yell or something, and you glance to your side and you see Neathanel has just struck Leif, and then a split second later, Demos has come down the stairs and has also attacked Leif. So, is Leif the problem? Is
that's what I mean. Yeah, like who's that? So sorry, Tarquin has interpreted as Leif because the other two have come to subdue Leif.
Definitely.
So that's where I've gone with that, but maybe I've got that. Me as a player has got that wrong, not me as a character.
What would Tarquin do? Is the question.
Tarquin would definitely do something, I think.
He does love darkness.
Pardon?
He does love using that darkness spell.
He does. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry. So I took that as like Leif was the person we needed to subdue because we've got two others.
Maybe he is.
Okay. Oh. But then Graham's now said.
Well, so, you don't know. You know what your character knows, so you.
But I know what Graham said as well. So I'm trying not to like. Okay. So reading that situation, I think Tarquin would have attempted to help subdue Leif because two other team members are trying to do that, and they've got information we don't have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't want to do it because I know what the player said. I was thinking to cast confusion on Leif to stop Leif. But maybe it's Leif I don't need to stop. Now I'm really worried that I'm going to do the wrong person.
You do what you want to do.
Did Tarquin hear Leif speak? Oh, that might be a question.
I don't think he got to speak, did he?
Yes, he did.
He started, but like we didn't hear.
No. So Leif had started to cast a spell, but once he was attacked, he was saying, Neathanel's just attacked me.
So he said those three words.
Like, oh no. He said, what are you doing? Or why are you doing that?
Oh, now I'm real. Can I hold action till the end of the round to cast confusion on someone?
Okay. Cool. Done.
Sorry for that. I got the wrong end of that interaction.
There's no wrong end. There's no wrong end. You do what you think is right. Etienne, what is your action, please?
So I've been thinking about this. I think with Etienne's code, he would turn to a skill that he's very adept in, which is oh no, he's not.
It's GM mistake. Attacking subdue with a weapon. I missed out the phrase with a weapon.
Then he'd disarm foe, I guess. Because there's no way he'd attack anyone unless he was being attacked.
No, he is being ordered to attack.
Oh, I know that, but you say what's in his nature.
No, his nature doesn't. In this situation, his nature doesn't come into it. Overruled. Totally overruled.
Yeah. Okay, well, he'll do what is alien to him then and attack.
Cool. You're attacking Leif.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I have to.
Sorry, I'm just going to just check. Was Etienne looking at Leif?
He heard. He heard. Pete, I've got it. Etienne, you heard Leif.
Then I have to do that then. Yeah.
Give me a roll, please.
It feels like it's alien to him, but anyway. 38.
Now, Leif, you are facing this way left at Leif, so this will be a flank attack from Etienne on you. You parried all of your remainder, is that right?
Yes, I calculated what it would take for him to stand up and collect his
Yep,
weapons,
great.
and that
Yep,
parry
got
went
it.
to Demos.
Yep, great. Cool.
Yep.
So broadswords on Leif, short distance to move. 17 foot. Yeah. And then another. Cool. Give me a roll, please. What was the roll?
Did you want the?
What was the roll, Graham?
Sorry?
What was the roll, Graham?
For what? Sorry. The attack was 38.
Thank you.
It was weird being attacked by all these high OBs. That's usually against our enemies.
That's absolutely right. Leif, 19 and a depuncture on you from your friend Etienne. Roll the D, please, Graham. Now, the only killing result here is 100.
Five.
5.
That's a relief. That's a relief.
2 hits. Glancing shot. You were lucky. Very, very lucky. Is there an automatic firebolt on that sword, Graham, or is that a at-will thing?
That's at will.
Okay. Gray, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's gonna attack Leif.
Okay. Okay. It is getting interesting.
No one else has made any moves, so it's all he knows what to do is to follow his orders.
Yes, for sure. I'm going. So he moves short distance, 30 foot. It really is getting quite crowded in there, so he will need to force his way through. What would he do?
Would he push the others out of the way, trying to get there?
Yeah, I guess that's what he would. Except that Mithan has yet to. Yeah, something we've never really come across in this game, where if you're moving through a space but someone has yet to act. I'm going to say he holds, because he realistically he doesn't have space to get in to attack Leif unless he came up round this way and hit Leif from above. So I'm just helping. I'm kind of.
Maybe do you think he does like a run jump attack?
Or gets up and then comes around and attempts to get Leif from here. Are you okay going with that? He'll have a significant minus to the attack.
Yeah, I'm happy with a minus to his attack.
Thought you might be. Give me a roll, please.
Can he hit him with the blunt side of the blade?
I will ask for a maneuver for him. Normally don't ask for maneuvers, but I'll ask for a basic maneuver for him. What was that? Oh, he is. So the attacking to subdue, and I meant to include with a weapon in there, and I'm annoyed with myself for not saying that, but it was meant to be with a weapon. You are attacking to subdue with a weapon, and that is the intention is you can downgrade any damage that you get to disable your opponent. So if you, for example, roll a killing result or a broken arm or something like that, you can downgrade that to a less brutal shot to basically tone the attack down. So you're still attacking them with a weapon. It's like hitting them on the flat with the flat of the blade or the butt of that kind of thing.
He'd be, if he could, would be trying to hit him with like the back of the axe rather than the pointy end.
Right, and that's the kind of the point of the instruction, that you are trying to do this, which is not a fatal attack. There is a chance.
He's rolled a 19.
19. So that was for the. I'm going to ask for the maneuver to get up. So does. So it would be a light maneuver. Yeah, light maneuver. What's his agility, please? 19.
His agility is plus 20.
Plus 20. Cool. It's a pretty it'll be an easier maneuver than that. How to do this? It's a really tiny maneuver. Yeah, basically, I'm going to say for such a stepping up on there, no failure. So he doesn't fail. He gets there and then roll the flank attack. No, it'll be that's Leif's back. It'll be another flank on Leif. Roll the flank, please.
95.
Roll again.
92.
5 plus 92 is 100.
The first one was a 19 though, so pretty light.
Well, no, that was to see if you fumbled to get up onto here. You didn't fumble, so I'm afraid that is your attack. That is an absolutely brutal attack on Leif. 187 on Leif. He's moved, however. Let's just see if that's practical for him to do. He may not be able to. I might be going back on my own thought here. How far can he move around?
He can move. What is that one again? Where do I? That's his base movement.
That's right. Yep.
55 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Running.
So I'm actually going to commute that. Hold on to that attack for next round. I'm going to say that he didn't say he was running, and he's only got to there, so he doesn't actually attack this round. But that is his attack next round. If he does attack, 187 is his roll for next round, but he doesn't get to attack this round.
Yep. Okay.
Because that my thinking there, I'm just thinking through it myself. It was quite a distance to get to there, and he had to get up onto this little ledge. By the time he got to there, with 55-foot movement, he wouldn't have been able to attack. If he was, I'm just more thinking it through myself. If he was just simply coming down there to attack, he would have been able to. Cool. That's more just me talking it through. Keros. So something very, very strange has just happened, Keros. This figure has just appeared down here, and then just out of your field of vision, you just hear Leif saying he's being attacked, and screams from down below. And both Demos, that was here, and your boyfriend Gray have just rushed down with weapons drawn. What do you do?
Okay, so Keros doesn't know the ins and outs, but it's her brother by mother, and Leif is in danger. She's going to cast Fly on Leif.
So
put him up. Can she do that? Up in the air? Out of all the attacks?
So tell me here what Keros would see, and also tell me what she would do with the information she has. So she's heard Leif say, "Help! Well, not help. Why are you attacking me?" or words to that effect. Would she be able to see from where she is? Yeah, maybe. She probably saw Niathanel, and she probably saw Demos. So no, she would have just seen them. Okay. So she wants to cast Fly on Leif. She'd have to step to one side and do that.
Yes, please. She'd like to do that.
Cool.
Obviously, not knowing like what's what.
Correct, and that's
just to get him out, right? Like, yeah.
Cool.
And that's her natural. Like, Leif is her.
Yep.
Buddy.
So
like
she,
yeah.
She is going to have to step to here.
And then cast for 75.
Cast for 75. Give me a roll, please. Hope you don't fail on a 1 or a 2.
Awesome. 96.
96. Kiros's luck holds. Spell goes off. Anything else from Kiros?
Can she call out?
Yep.
To the team? What? 3 words, is it?
Yep, 3 words.
What you doing?
Okay. Okay.
Is
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
You're laughing at me. Is
No,
that,
not at all. Not at all. Done.
No?
Done.
Like, what are you doing? What's going on?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Mithan, you're the last person to act. So, you've just seen the most bizarre thing happen. No. Tarquin has yet to act. This figure has just appeared here and has started playing, and then the world's just gone mad. Niathanel, right in front of you, has just lashed out at Leif with a sword, followed up by Demos, and it looks as though Grey is poised with his axe to attack poor Leif as well. What do you do, Mithan?
Mithan will run to the figure and attack it.
Okay.
She'll be screaming, "Kill this thing!"
Okay. It's 40 foot away. How far can you move it around? Tell me. Well, I'm not going to ask you to roll for it. Just tell me what your when it comes for it, what your attack will be reduced by. She rushes up.
Cool.
Screaming.
She would like to go behind it, please.
Well, you can't because as you move, it follows you.
She would like to put herself. It's between her and the rest of the group.
She'd like to what? Sorry.
So she'd like to be on its other. So she might not be behind it, but it will be her, it, the rest of the group.
So she puts her back to the blackness. Okay, cool. She puts her back to the blackness. She goes there and she attacks. Give me a roll. That was a 44 distance, please, Pete.
Cool.
Actually, a little bit more. It was 46 distance. Now she's going to have to draw an attack.
No, she's got her sword out and her shield out.
Would she really have her sword and her shield out? Honestly?
Yes. Absolutely. No question. Absolutely no question. We're in a very dangerous place. Well, we haven't stood down from combat. You know, we're just about. She was about to go
Okay,
with
you're cool.
back into the blackness. She's absolutely.
It is your decision.
Absolutely clear on that.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's quite hyper defensive anyway. So was it 45 foot? Was it?
45, correct.
Okay, cool. So that's that. Let me just do my math. Oh, hang on. Yep. Yeah. So she said. Yep. So she's attacking with 70.
70, done. Cool. Give me a roll, please. Make it a good one.
10.
10
That
is...
was really mean because Keros' 96 sort of flashed up, and I was like, yeah.
So, Mithan, you rush up to attack this terrible thing in front of you. You put your sword out, and it isn't so much that this thing is necessarily fast, but it's almost kind of semi-transparent, and the sword, you almost think the sword catches on something, but it goes through. There is no damage. You miss. Tarquin is left to act. Tarquin, what do you do?
So he's seen that Leif is flying or floating, flying.
No, because Leif hasn't done anything. Leif doesn't know he's flying.
Can he change action to perception?
For a 10% penalty, yep.
Yep. And a 30% perception,
Sure.
please.
Yeah, sure. What's he doing?
Roll.
Yeah, sure. Give me a roll.
Yeah, roll. Yep. 76.
Mm-hmm.
And perception is
Very high.
plus 93.
Cool. What's he looking for?
Why this is all happening? What the hell's going on?
Okay. So he's taken.
Yep.
So he's taken in this scene. He has seen just what he has seen. He's absolutely aware of everything. He has seen Keros step out. Didn't say that you were casting, but you've seen Keros move. And you've seen the attacks on Leif. You've taken all that information and you've seen Mithan rush, yelling, attack this thing, rushing down towards the thing, playing the music.
Okay, so put 40. I've got 60% left.
You do.
What weapon has he got? He's got
Short
He's
sword.
got a short sword.
Mhm.
I would have thought it's drawn, but if it's not, can he draw it
Sure.
and move towards Mithan to back her up?
Cool. He's acted already 40%, so, and he's got a draw. He was injured, so I'm going to say I think it's realistic to say that he would have sheathed his sword. How fast can he move around, please?
Where do I find that? That's
Base movement rate.
sorry. Yep, base movement. Base movement is 68 rate per round.
68. So he's very fast. So he would move, get all the way there, but he would move with a drawn sword. It's 28. Yeah, that's about fair because he would have drawn for 20. So he's about there. This creature's back, it's facing Mithan, still playing, is towards Tarquin. That is absolutely...
I should have parried, but I feel like Tarquin would have just gone for it.
Fair enough. That is absolutely the ends of the rounds. And we're coming up to a very, very critical rounds next and a very, very critical initiative to see who goes first. Does the computer want to roll, or do you guys want to roll for initiative? Up to you. Maybe computer rolls, right?
Yeah, computer's fairer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Computer it is. Computer's off. Anybody changing initiative that I should be aware of? Anything doing anything else? Don't believe so.
No, can I just check? Is Leif? Did that spell go off?
It did.
Oh, okay.
It did,
So
but
Leif is up in the air.
no, you need to. Well, this is kind of a moot point. That's why I was kind of curious with what you shouted out, because I don't know if Leif would actually know that a spell's been cast on him.
Does he have control if someone? So it didn't work?
It did work. Yeah, the spell went off. It's just unless you're I don't know. That's a
I just wanted to get him up and
no,
out.
no, I know, absolutely no. Just whether or not he would know that he can fly.
So he doesn't just fly. He has to fly himself.
Correct, because it's up to the
Oh, I
character,
didn't.
and also,
Like, sorry.
and also he has moved this round. He moved last round, so look, I guess we'll come to it. We'll see what happens, but
Sorry.
I don't think we've come to a decision on whether or not you know a spell's been cast on you or not. We've never actually had to ask that question. I don't believe. Pete, you're nodding. You think we have?
No, I was nodding. I agree that we haven't come across it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I can remember is Niathanol had a spell cast from that big beastie in the middle of the nowhere. The not Kirin, can't remember what it was called. And she knew that it had been cast, but I don't know why.
Yes. So sorry. I'll change. I might just switch down the flute. Is he going to be terribly distraught if I do? It's just distracting.
Oh, you're welcome to switch it off and all of its effects if you want to.
Gonna say that.
But when we cast spells on foes, they don't know we're casting it, and the spell goes off.
So hang a sec.
Sorry.
Let me explain. So if you're casting an offensive spell on someone, there is in fact a, let me find it. There is in fact a table.
So I should have said fly, Leif, fly.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry, Leif. I just thought it happened to you.
I mean, yeah, who knows? I mean, we cast fly on each other so frequently, perhaps there's a mitigating thing where you can tell you're flying. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, yeah.
I can't put my hand on it immediately, but there is definitely if somebody manages to resist the effects of a spell and resist the effects of the spell by quite a lot. So, for example, if the case that you cited, Niathanol, about being attacked by a spell and being aware of it, if you manage to resist really, really well, your character is aware that it's happening to you. If you resist only by a little amount, you're probably unaware of it. You nearly got affected, but not quite.
Could you roll,
in this case, because it's a utility spell, it's not an offensive spell. There isn't, that I'm aware of anyway. There are no rules that say you're aware that the spell's been cast on you.
I would say, sorry to chime in, but things like float, where there's no agency involved, there is a resistance roll, right? Because the thing then becomes weightless. So you do get, a person, you can't just go around making people float. They get a resistance roll, but because
without agency, yeah, sure, there is agency in this situation.
So no, yeah.
So it's up to Leif to decide when he wants to fly. But I would think that he needs to know that he can fly.
Oh, I just assumed because we do it on each other all the time. Fly me, or do this, or we cast spells, or that it happens. So that's my bad. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
So is that not happening?
Oh no, he can fly. I just don't.
Would it be a resistance roll to see if he notices?
Well, again, I go back to the comment about agency. He hasn't had anything bad done to him. If he was having something, if he was being floated against his will, or even if he didn't know he was being floated, he would get a resistance roll, and he would potentially be aware that was happening. This is a utility spell; it's not an offensive spell, so there is no.
Isn't it defensive though?
Well, I was just wondering that how did
Yeah.
I just wonder if the question is though, do you realise the spell is cast on you?
Correct.
You've had it cast before, but when you've had fly cast on you, how do you know?
Yeah.
How do you know to fly?
Yep. Yeah.
What does that mean? I don't
Well,
know.
well, well.
If he jumps up,
Yeah.
in
So in the past, you've been told, "I'm going to cast fly on you." That's what's happened.
Oh, I didn't realise. I just thought I would cast it and he would fly. I didn't realise there was agency involved.
Yeah. So look.
Sorry, Pete.
I'll tell you what. To make it fair, to give it to make it about the dice and to make the dice tell the story. Let's say there is a 50-50 chance. So, Leif, you've had the spell cast on you, where you can cast it intrinsically. But we haven't talked about.
Before we do this, he's already flying, and he knows he is because he cast fly on himself.
Did he cast it already?
Well, I rolled and took power points off. So, I mean, if we want to dial that back, no problem.
Fine. No, I forgot about that. Done. So we're arguing over a moot point anyway.
Sorry, I was keeping quiet because it wasn't for me to say. But
yeah, cool. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Pete. Done. Done. Fine.
Well,
but
Gilts wouldn't have known because Leif was just doing it. Yeah.
But Alex, really, really good point. Could you do some research into our rules tracker and let's find out whether or not that is actually a thing, whether a character does know that a spell has been cast on them. It's a really good thing that I'd like to know.
Yeah, I just thought you'd just fly because I did it because
cool.
we just do it and
All
it
right.
happens. Yeah.
I think I'd be interested to know is in the case of this, with this spell in particular, right? What makes you fly? I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like if you jump in the air, do you keep going? Do you know what I mean? What does it mean to fly?
Sure. Cool. Well, we will park that for the moment. But Alex, if you can do some research with my assistance to figure that question out, that would be super. I'd love to know the answer. So, that was a lengthy discussion. I haven't clicked initiative yet, but I'm about to. We are off, and the first person to act, perhaps unsurprisingly, is Neathanel. Neathanel, what's based on your instructions and I thought I'm kicking myself a little bit. My apologies to you and Aidan, because I thought I had been crystal clear. I hadn't been as crystal clear as I wanted. Just to subdue with weapons, so apologies for that. Based on the instructions that you have, I will give you some agency to decide which target Neathanel now goes for. Does she continue fighting? She's not given any further instruction at this stage. Which target does she go for?
Well, which way is she facing?
She would be facing towards Leif.
I assume Leif then.
Cool.
If she's got a back to.
Cool. Done. Give me a roll.
I mean, otherwise she'd have to take presumably it'd have to be a perception roll, wouldn't it?
Yep. Yes, it probably would. You're right. Cool. Give me a roll, please.
62.
62. You didn't draw this round, but you do have the negative 20. It is a flank attack on Leif. So Leif is facing towards Demos. You've got his flank. Etienne's got a slight flank, and Grey has got a flank. So you've got a flank on Leif. Leif, what is your? You do have a shield, and you have the ability to parry. But you are stunned. You are stunned.
Yes. So he can parry full, I believe. Is that right?
He can parry full.
Yep. So he was splitting his parry all ways. I haven't finished figuring it out the full split, but he's parrying 30 against Neathanel.
Yep.
But not his shield.
Well, his shield would be on Neathanel's side.
Oh, okay. Then he will.
So your choice is either Demos for the shield, or Neathanel.
Yep. So no, cool, good point. He will choose Neathanel for the shield, and then he'll parry an extra 10%.
Okay. So you can only split your parry, of course, two ways. Yes.
Are we playing it that way?
We've always played it that way.
Okay, sorry, my mistake. Because the rules say it's an extra 10% per person to okay, two ways,
with a
10% goes
with a maximum of 2 foes.
Cool. Just give me a second, sorry. So then Neathanol.
So if you're pairing two people, your action, which is currently at what 50%, because you're stunned, goes down to 40 because you are parrying 2.
But do I take my full OB though?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So he will use the shield on Demos.
Okay.
And he will split half parry. That's all he can do, isn't it? He can only do 3 defenses. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And shield has to be on one of them. No, that's the best way. That's the best he can do. So he will use. Okay, cool. I was just calculate that parry. He will parry 48 against Neathanol.
Lovely. Put against the Neathanol and the shield as well.
No, shield is going on Demos.
Cool. Unfortunately, with a 48, with the roll was a 48 from Neathanol. Is that right? 62. Oops.
Parry of 48 and DB of 19, I think.
21 and an E.
Ooh, ow!
Roll the crit, please, Neathanol.
$19.
19, another low roll. Stun foe for 1 round. You may not parry. Add +10 to your next swing. Cool. Next up is Leif.
He is going to. What does he want to do?
He's used, what do we say? 30%? No, 50% of his 25% on parry. He's got a 25% action.
Is there any way that, I mean, this is quite overwhelming odds against him. Is there any way that he can safely give up and give them a free subduing shot where they will not do him damage, basically? You know, like a coup de grace, except it's a knockout, not a kill.
So basically surrender, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I don't know if surrendering is going to help because these are his friends and, you know, they wouldn't attack him. Well, as far as he's concerned, he hasn't done anything to provoke this. And all, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Yeah, he's figuring there's something else going on here. Yeah, so I don't know. So I think, sorry, so a surrender where he drops the sword and goes, "Ooh, don't attack me." No, he's not interested in doing that.
Okay.
Because they will attack him and still do damage. What he's wondering is if he falls flat on his face and gives them his head to bop on the head, just as if someone's down and out.
Well, then they would.
You know how
Yep. So they would get a massive attack on their attack. So they'd get a prone foe if they attack.
Well, no, I don't want to give them sort of a like even more potential to do him damage.
Well,
I want, you know how when someone is asleep, we do just an attack roll and we can kill them. is there some situation where he can do the same, except it's not going to be killed, he's going to be knocked out, just plain knocked out? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Different for asleep in this situation. So no.
Yeah, of course, because he's still awake, and of course he probably's got reactions where he not, and also plain knocking out is not actually as simple as killing someone, you know.
Correct.
So this is what I better ask.
Yep.
No, he's gonna So nope, he's gonna he'll just take it. So he's going to just continue to parry.
Okay. Oh, whoops. I thought he was flying. Okay.
He is flying, but he's not sure if they're going to attack the next person. That's what his reasoning is.
Okay.
Doesn't know what he's done to, and if he can.
Yeah. Cool.
Keep them occupied.
Okay. Cool.
Whilst, yeah.
Cool. Done.
Sorry, he will use his 3 words to plead. Please stop. It's me.
Okay. Gray, you are now looming on Leif's side. You just rolled an absolutely colossal roll last time. I'm going to take it, I'm afraid.
Yeah, you reckon if he kind of stopped and like being quite clearly giving up, that you still go with it?
I'm sorry?
Do you reckon he would still go through with the attack even though Leif's kind of been like, hey, stop, I'm sorry?
What do you mean by subdue? I guess that's probably the question, right?
Leif's not attacking.
Yep. I'm going to rule that you keep going, I'm afraid, Gray.
Okay.
Sorry. And I'll explain why. No, actually, I don't need to explain why. Yeah, I'm going to say you keep going for various reasons. What was the full result? 187.
It was let me see. Sorry. Right. Yeah.
It's one pretty. It was 95.
Yeah, it was 90s, 92 and a 96, I think.
Yep. Yeah. About. Okay. So rear flank.
Hey, 92, 96.
Yep. That is.
Oh, Leif's parrying this one.
You're parrying this one, sure.
Yeah.
How much?
It's the next attack, so he's.
Yep.
He's splitting his parry between Nethel and Gray here. He's parrying 70.
70. Okay. Okay. Afraid that's overkill. Oop, and the GM needs some light. Oh, there we go. What armor type is Leif, please?
Oh, not good. Rank 1.
Rank 1. Hand axe.
Squishy.
He is squishy. Hand axe. One, two, 4. Divided by 4 is a whopping 18. Leif, you take a colossal 46 in an E.
Ooh.
And yep. And that's 70 over. It's actually an E and a B. Gray, can you roll 2 crits on Leif? Remember, these are
Thank you.
these are non-fatal unless you roll 100. If they are 100, Leif is dead. Accidental strike. Roll the E first, please.
Okay. 71.
71. First serious injury. So your instructions are to subdue.
Mm-hmm.
With attacking to subdue, you have the ability to modify the critical results to your liking. So you can reduce you can reduce an attack. You can certainly change a killing result to unconscious, etc., etc., etc. You'd still need to do some damage in accordance with the crit, but it wouldn't need to be all damage. So you managed to do a pretty brutal strike somehow on Leif's leg. You slash his lower leg and sever muscles and tendons. Foe's at -70, which is massive. Plus 8 hits. Foe is stunned for 6 rounds. I'd say the 8 hits stand, but if you wish to reduce, well, and I'm sure you do, that slash and tendon result from memory, I think this is how subduing works. I'll check it. You can do so, and I would say you can knock that down by a quarter. I'd have to check the rules, but I think it's down by 3/4.
Okay.
So 17 Leif with a slash to your leg. But you do still take the stunned, and you do still take the 8 hits. So what would have been a severe injury before is now down to a light injury. Again, with the point of subduing and pacifying, or whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, Gray, you get to roll did I say a B or an A? I can't remember.
I'm going to say no. This sounds nicer.
Okay.
Was a B. I want the XP.
Okay, B.
Okay.
B.
It's a B. That's a B.
Give me a roll, please.
48.
48. You must parry next round at -30. So Leif, your parry goes down by 30, and you take another 4 hits. That was a colossal strike, Leif. You're now on 4 hits, and you're bleeding at 5 a round. I'm amazed you're still up. Tarquin, what do you do?
Oh, mate. What do we do? Oh. Can he please... He's directly in front of the dude, the chick with the flute.
No.
No. Oh, where is he? Sorry?
You are directly behind the thing with the flute.
Is she not... is she facing...
Mithan, it is turned to face Mithan. Its back is towards you.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Well, that might be good. Can he please cast Confusion? He's got his sword drawn, so he'll have to drop that. Can he?
Yeah.
Oh.
You could always phone a friend, playing someone else's character.
I don't know what to do here. Yes, please, can I find a friend?
I would. So I think he should attack her from behind with a full attack with his short sword.
Oh, okay.
Personally.
All in.
Okay, let's do that. 100% all in. Thanks, team.
Okay, so the distance is under 10 foot. There's no penalty for movement. You have the sword drawn. Make the attack, please. Make it good.
Okay. 11?
Not great. And he's at -31.
He is.
His short...
His...
Yeah, please. I think I've got it.
Sorry. Let me... Sorry, I don't know him. Short sword is plus 73. Not bad.
Yep, that's what I've got. That's a miss. It's a swing and a miss.
Sorry.
You cut through air, but you're now right on this creature. That was an interesting roll.
I want to slap that flute out of her hands. My
Okay.
goodness.
Is it getting a little bit too monotonous, guys? Do I switch it off?
No, I meant like I'm frustrated. Like I just want her to stop playing that. No, the music's lovely.
So
But,
I do keep it going just to check. No one's getting too sick of it.
No, but in game, I just.
Okay, people are
wanna
good. Okay,
Slap out.
got it. Lovely. Tarquin, that was your action. Demos, you are aware of other movements. You've seen Tarquin. You would have been aware. Neathanel had her back to Tarquin. You would have been aware of Tarquin moving. You'll call on what Demos would do. You can always, and if you wish, you can always make a roll to decide.
I think he would try and go for for Tarquin if he could.
Okay.
That's what he follows orders. He's a soldier.
Cool.
I think probably because how far away is he from Tarquin?
30 foot.
Probably gonna throw a spear.
Throw a spear? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, into Tarquin's back.
Yeah, sorry, but maybe he'll miss and hit the woman.
Maybe. Or
That's
Mithran.
what I'm hoping for.
Cool.
That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, hopefully not. But,
Give me a roll.
Okay. Roll bad. 70.
70 on Tarquin's back.
Shoulder. We'll say shoulder. He just wants to subdue him. He doesn't want to kill him.
What's the range? Oh no, you don't know the range on it. I do know the range on the spear. It's 30 foot away. Range. Neg 30, and he's throwing. His skill with throwing, can you remind me, please? Is 97, I believe. Is that right?
It is. Where are you? Spear throwing is 97.
Cool. He's pretty good. And this is a back attack, so he gets plus 35 for that. What was the roll? It was a good roll. 70 something?
It was 70.
Okay. You throw the spear right to Tarquin's back.
And that's
That was with a range penalty, and it was also with the negative 20. You do him 20 in an E puncture. Roll the E. Roll the E,
no.
please.
No. No. 4.
4, that's a very low result.
Barely a scratch.
You are so lucky, Tarquin. So lucky. The spear grazes you and clatters off into the gloom. Another 3 hits, Tarquin. My God, you were lucky. Okay. Mithran. No stress, but what do you do?
She might. Oh, I think it's time to explore blackness, actually. That's now appealing to her. No. Full attack on this fluty thing. Bloody hell.
Okay. Give me a roll, Mithran. Make it count.
God.
Make it count.
Oh, Mithran, come on.
Make it count.
Oh, no. 29.
Ah!
It's supposed to be a great roll.
What's her broadsword?
At least 200? No. 104.
That is a miss. Mithran.
No. Misan. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Swing and a miss. That was the shot that was meant to hit.
Oh.
It's getting tense. Etienne.
You're gonna have to tell me. I don't know what he knows. So, I mean, he's attacking Leif, so I assume he'll keep attacking Leif, unless I know anything else.
Yes.
Can Leif pivot? If Etienne's attacking him, Leif was going to use his shield on Demos. Can Leif swing the shield around more and use it for Etienne?
Hang on a sec. Yeah, I'm going to say another attack from Etienne on Leif.
And just to check, I'm just trying to work through. He's very skilled in disarming. So if he's trying to subdue, would he try and disarm?
No, the misinstruction from GM. It was meant to say, thought I'd been flawless with my instruction. I wasn't. Subdue with weapon.
Oh, that's what I mean. He disarms he's skilled in disarming other people's weapons with his weapon.
No. Attack with a weapon. Not about disarming the person. It's about attacking the person.
Okay, I thought it was subdue. Okay.
Yep, it is subdue with a weapon. He is told to attack with a weapon. That's that, and it's my mistake. So apologies for not putting it in the message. I thought I got it down, but there's nothing. Yeah, there's no. He doesn't have any agency. He has none. He has no control, no power. Give me a roll, please.
$67.
So what was your decision there with he's parried all he can, Pete?
Yeah. Over to you. So he was intending to use a shield against Demos. I'm over to you if he can pivot more. I don't see why not, but if he can pivot more to use a shield against Etienne.
Yep, I'll give you that. But it's only a shield. He's used his parry on Grey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cool.
Yep.
I
mean, 4 hits. I mean.
Yeah, exactly. 30 in an E, and that's 30 in an E / I'm afraid, Leif. Roll the E, please, Etienne.
Ten.
Sorry?
10.
10. 5 hits. You have the initiative next round. Leif, you fall unconscious. You fall at Etienne's feet. Soaking up all the damage.
I forgive you.
Keros, to your horror, you have just seen Etienne. You've just seen madness in front of you. You've seen someone you are really beginning to care about just attack your friend Leif with a huge attack. Somehow Leif remained on his feet. That was after Neathanel struck Leif. Then you saw Demos throw a spear into Tarquin's back. And then finally Etienne, who you've known and respected a long time, has just struck Leif down. What do you do? Hello, Keros? Hello? Why does this often happen kind of late game?
You can see that you're trying to talk because you've got a green border around your icon, but we can't hear you, Alex.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, gotcha. Great.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry, talking away to myself. So Keros is very obviously disappointed in the behaviour of the boys in this group. Doesn't understand why Leif's not flying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. But anyway, she would like to move
Mm-hmm.
up to Leif. I'm not sure how far the distance is, and she'd like to stand in front of Leif.
Okay, so it's... Mm,
25%
yep,
of action.
30 foot. So, yep, you can... How fast is she? She is slow, of course.
And ugly, we know. Let's not rub it in. So do you want her base movement?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay, let me find that. 37
Okay.
rate per round.
So she at a walk, she can get up to Leif. But that's pretty much it for her action.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, she's slow. She's injured. Yeah. If she is walking.
I don't understand why Leif's not flying. He casts fly, she casts fly. Oh, is that like that's to be explored later? Is that right? Like we're just playing on?
Yes.
Okay. I don't get it. She's obviously tutting as she goes down.
Okay.
She did want to cast sleep on Etienne, but she's out of action.
She can cast it from there, but if she walks, that would be she can only walk because she's slow. She can only walk 30 foot, or 36 foot, which would take her to there.
What will she do? Walk or cast? Walk or cast? I think, knowing that she's going to cast sleep on... Has she got direct line for Etienne?
Yep.
Do I have to tell him I'm casting sleep, or is he going to fall asleep when I cast it? Or do I have to say you're going to fall asleep?
No, if Etienne fails his resistance, he goes down.
Yep, so I'm going to cast sleep on Etienne, please.
Cool. No prep. Give me a roll.
She doesn't need prep because she's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Ugly, but awesome. 55.
55.
Sorry, Etienne.
55. Okay, it's plus 0 on this result, so Etienne doesn't get either a negative or a bonus to this roll. What level are you, please?
10.
10. Etienne, what level are you?
8.
8. 56. What is Etienne's essence, please? Essence bonus.
Plus 12.
Plus 12. Etienne, you've got a beat. Plus 56. Give me a roll.
You mean I've got to get under 56?
You've got to get above 56 to
No, I
not
want to
fall
fall
asleep.
asleep.
Okay. Okay, give me a roll.
38.
Sleep.
38 plus 12 is 50. It's not above 56. Etienne, you collapse. Sleepy bye-byes time. You go down on the ground.
Bit little too late, but anyway.
Boomfa. And that is your action, Keros.
And she's obviously tutting and very, very disappointed.
That is the end of the round. GM is going to very quickly visit the fridge and get another drink. I'll be back in a second to see what happens next round.
Hey, did you cast fly on yourself in this game?
Yeah. So, sorry, I was not saying before because it wasn't my place to say, but if he had decided to, he could have flown.
Okay.
His thinking was, these guys have been turned against our party for some reason. They seem fixated on him. He was going to soak up the damage so everyone else can kill the fluty person who's the cause of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alex. I didn't. That was
No. Well, I just assumed I could do it and you would fly. Like I didn't even think. That's how I've. Yes. So I'm really sorry.
No. You're good, and that's sort of how we've played it before. I mean, it would have helped, but I realised that if Leif flew up, he's stunned for like 12 rounds, 6 rounds. He can't go and attack the fluty person. So
No.
He's the best one to soak up the damage, really, and keep, because he doesn't know what has happened to them. He doesn't know if they're supposed to attack everyone in the party. So if they're attacking him, it means they're not attacking you, and they're not attacking Myth, and not attacking Tarquin. Well, weren't going to be attacking Tarquin. That was his reasoning. Yeah.
So,
Very altruistic.
with Tarquin, I don't think Giles is suggesting multiple spells, but I don't think we've got really time for that. I think just if she gets hit, her concentration presumably will be broken. Hopefully,
That's what Mythan was.
Yeah.
We will see. We will see.
Yeah.
Oh, damn that roll!
Probably the
I
roll.
really wanted that to be a decent roll.
So Aiden,
It's right.
go full in, Tarquin. Nail him.
We'll see. We'll see.
Come on. Take that spear out of your back and stab her with it.
Do it quietly though, so we don't notice.
Exactly.
Well, actually, no, I'm asleep. One of them.
You guys can't hear me because my mic wasn't down. There we go. All right, nearly off. Any changes to initiative I need to know about? No, and we're off. Neathanel, your foe has just dropped to the ground. You yes, you are ordered to strike Keros down.
All right. Okay.
You move up 30 foot and attack Keros. Keros with a bloody sword. Neathanel strides 30 foot up the stairs and attempts to hit you. Make a roll.
78.
That's a good roll. A 9 dB. It's a frontal attack. You did move negative 30 on that. Keros. 23 and an E slash. Rolling the critical. Give me a roll, please, Grant.
$17.
Another low roll. Keros, critically, you are stunned for 1 round. This round. You can't parry. Neathanel, add plus 10 to your next swing, which you actually had this time round, but very fortunately for Keros, I forgot and you forgot. Keros, you're stunned this round. Next. Oops. This creature oh. Oh. Interestingly, both Mythan and Tarquin, you see this thing look as though it glances over its shoulder because it's somehow realized that Tarquin is there, and it attempts on the base of that, tries to disengage from melee, tries to move away, but it fails. It wanted to move away. It doesn't like being stuck in between two people with two sharp things, but it doesn't. But critically, it keeps on. It doesn't stop playing, but it does stay in between the two of you. It tried to move, you think, tried to move off into the blackness. Next up is Mifun.
Right,
Calm it,
this
yeah.
time, full attack. 43.
43.
Plus 104.
Okay. Is this a magical sword?
Sure is.
It hits.
God. God.
10 in an A. Roll the A, please. Just a second. Make a roll. Make it a good one.
56.
Sorry?
56.
5,
5,
6.
6.
You hit it for 25 hits. It did definitely connect. Okay.
She'd like to do the shock bolt, please.
Oh, yep.
Just double checking the specs.
Yes, thank you. And as per my notes, it is up to people to remember how their goodies work.
So she has she scored a crit, so
Yes.
that means she can activate it.
Yes.
Just cast 3 times a day. Foe gets only half DB on the shock bolt attack.
Oh, okay.
Because it's already
Fine.
already touched.
Yep.
Yes.
Tell me. Yep.
Oh,
And what's
right.
the shock bolt bonus, please?
So it's she's. I always complain about this.
Yep.
He spent 15 development points to get 1 rank in directed spells, so it'll be plus 48. So
Okay.
should I roll the attack?
Yes, please.
77.
That's a good roll. 48 was the skill.
Oh no, I read the wrong one. Sorry, 31.
31. 48 for the roll. Sorry, 31 for the roll. 48 for the skill. Half DB.
No. Sorry. 77 for the roll.
Oh yes.
Yep, and I screwed you up. My bad. So I read the wrong skill out. I'll just check it again. Where are you? Directed spells. 77 for the roll. 31 for
31.
the skill.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
my
you.
bad.
Cool. You do hit. It is adjust, but it is enough. It is probably not that dramatic, but it does hit it. Another A critical. Roll the A crit, please. Oh,
89.
89. Cool.
It's magical, by the way.
Yep. Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry, that was my joke.
And 89.
Yeah. Funny those numbers were reversed.
$89. You do it another 15 hits.
Cool.
19. Bam. Oh, okay, interesting. Next, Leif is unconscious and bleeding. Keros, you are stunned this round. Your friend, who you've known for many, many months, who you've been through trials and tribulations, has just walked up and hit you with a sword. What do you do?
So I can't really. I mean, I'm stunned. I can't do anything, right? Does that mean?
So remember, stun effects.
Sorry, I don't.
Yep. For this number of rounds, the target may not attack. They may only parry with half their offensive bonus. The only other actions allowed are movement and maneuver, both modified at -50.
So I'd like to parry with whatever I can. So you're going to need some numbers, aren't you?
I guess she could parry with her brawling. We have done that in the past. But she's not armed. She hasn't.
No, I'm not armed.
Well, she hasn't drawn it. She hasn't said she's drawn a sword.
No, I haven't.
So, yep, you're parrying. Nathan's already attacked this round, so there's nothing to parry this round.
Okay, in which case, may I move away?
Yes, you would need to spend 30% of your action doing a disengage from melee.
Yes, please.
Okay. So this is based on your agility. It is a all or nothing maneuver, and I would consider it's an easy maneuver. Give me a roll, please.
So roll for it, okay.
Yes, please.
I don't think I've done this before.
I don't think you have, because you're not in melee very much.
No, and I've not often got my teammates attacking me. 15.
15. What's her agility?
Agility is plus 23. Not great numbers.
Keros, you've got a 70% chance of being able to do this.
Great. Do I roll again?
Yes, please. 70 or under, and you're good.
Sorry, I haven't done this before.
That's all right. That's all right.
27.
27. You're fine. So you have the ability, Keros, with that maneuver, to position yourself 10 foot away from the Athanal initially, and then you've got another 20% of your movements that you can move away. So where does she move the first 10 foot?
To her left but forward, like, yeah, kind of where your cursor, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so about there. And then with...
She can't...
With
yeah,
the,
sorry?
With the... what is 20% of her... What's 20% of 30 something or other? A very small, short distance. So she makes it... What direction is she heading with the remainder?
Down towards the team.
Okay, so probably about there with the remainder of it.
And she can't punch her in the face on the way. That's not a go. Okay.
Correct.
Cool.
She's kind of staggering. She's she is not. Yeah, when you're stunned, you're basically kind of reeling. You can move, as she has just done, and you can do it when you're stunned, no parry. But you're reeling, and you're not in a good state of mind.
Yeah, that makes sense. As if you've been punched and you're seeing stars, and you just no, that makes sense. Okay, thank you.
It's the end of the round. Did Tarquin get to act this round? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He didn't. Neither Grey nor Tarquin. I must. Yes. So, or Demos. How did I miss them? Oh yeah, I see what I did. Sorry, my bad. Grey, you were next to act. Your foe has just collapsed. There. You probably want me to direct you where to go. You see Keros coming down the stairs, and you are told you must go and attack Keros.
No. Can he trip on purpose?
I don't know how the love affair is going to go after this. 26. Grey, you move up and a flank attack on Keros, please. Make a roll.
Okay. The power of love, come on. Trip. 7.
7. In your mind, you're just controlling her. You're using your weapon to knock her on the head or to make her unconscious or whatever. Yeah. And it's for her own good.
Yes.
7. with your hand axe of 99, you did move. It is a flank attack. He hits you, Keros. Gray's blade, even with a 7, which is what you rolled, correct, Gray?
Yeah.
It's enough to hit her, but for 8 hits. No critical. Keros, you're on 4 hit points left. Tarquin, you are next. Sorry, yes, I jumped. I accidentally jumped a few. Tarquin, your turn.
Hi.
Actually, I asked if your blade was magical. I found it was... Anyway, yes, doesn't matter. Tarquin, make a roll, please. Or tell me what you're doing. Sorry.
Oh. He, not she. Would like to attack,
Done.
please.
Give me a roll, please.
Oops. $27
27.
plus. Sorry.
Short sword of... I've got it. Plus 20 of 75.
73.
Yep. You do have a rear, however, you got a massive 41, negative 41 to your roll because of the hit points you've taken. And that, unfortunately, is a swing and a miss. You cut through air, Darkwing. You miss.
Okay.
Lucky last is Demos. Demos.
He's very tired.
He is very tired and very
So
sleepy.
tired. Yeah.
Demos, you draw your sword and you stride forward and you attack Tarquin in the back. Again, it's for his own good.
He has to jump over that thing though, right? Oh no, he doesn't. He goes around it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a roll, please.
Cool. 79.
79 from the rear. Did move. What was the distance?
Really far.
30 foot. And he's using his sword. Can you just confirm what his short sword is, please?
Yep. Short sword. Oh, gosh. Short sword is 90.
Yeah, cool. That's what I had. That's a pretty big attack on Tarquin's undefended back. That is overkill. It's a short sword on rank 7. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. Okay. So 184, 50 divided by 9. It's 3. It's 19. And an E. And an A. Roll the E, please. 100 is a kill.
17.
17, another lower roll, and on the E. Tarquin, you're stunned for 1 round. You may not parry. Add plus 10 to your next swing. And the A.
67.
67. That's a bit more brutal. Demos on Tarquin. strike foe and back. Foe is at negative 20. We said before that we could reduce by up to a quarter, so we can put that down to negative 5.
Mm-hmm.
Bleeding at 3 hits a round. Can't change much of that, unfortunately. I don't believe you can change much of that. Foe is stunned and unable to parry 2 rounds, Tarquin. That is the end of the round.
Sorry, Darkwing.
Next round. Just coming. Just coming. Mython, for a change. You are first to act. Amazingly. I don't quite know how that happened. What do you do?
Miracles happen. She will attack, please.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Oh, man. 19. It's going to be a miss, I think, based on past stuff. Plus 104. We'll see.
That is a miss, Mython.
Okay.
It's better. This time, this thing moves off to the gloom. And as it does, music stops. And all of those that were otherwise controlled suddenly snap out of it. Neathanel, you stare in horror at your bloodied hands with your friend's blood. Ray, you've just hit Kiros with an axe. Demos, you've thrown a spear to Tarquin's back and hit him with a sword. And Leif is on the ground, bleeding heavily.
Oh my.
Come out of rounds.
Yes.
Neathanel.
Nicholas aspires to be like this dead guy, this dead girl. Whoa.
By my calculations, Pete, how many hit points did you deliver to that thing?
Oh,
60 something, correct?
40? 50, yeah, getting there.
There you go. Cool. Good.
Okay, so, okay. It's those super large or large creature crits that do the surprising amounts of hits. You're like, what? Okay, I didn't get any more stuff, but that's a chunk.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go down an order. Neathanel, what do you do?
Jeez.
Well, do I understand what's happened?
Do you understand what's happened? You have been you are aware of all of the actions, and at the time, it absolutely made sense.
So am I called? Can I roll to know to get what I guess is a spell?
You'd assume so. Yeah.
Then she would scream, I'm released," and then she would go to Karios and plead forgiveness.
Okay. Next on my list, Mython.
Nathan hears that I'm released from Nathanal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, now is this out of rounds?
It's out of rounds. Yes, no longer in rounds.
So, do you know a general description of what she would do? Yeah.
Yeah. Next couple of minutes.
Well, her intention is to tend a bit of caution with those who were obviously acting weird. Once it's clear they're not, she'd come in and assess for damage and healing. I think pretty quickly she'd see Lace was bleeding out. She'd want to cast a spell to stop his bleeding, or as many spells as needed. That's her generally, and she'd just be wanting to keep a wary eye on everyone as she was doing that, and would listen to any discussion that was happening about what had just happened for explanations.
Okay, cool. Going down, we'll play that out in a second, and I'm going to say it's going to take at least 3 rounds for her to get over to Leif. Would that be fair? Yep, cool. Next on my list, Keros. It's been a bit of a strange incident. What do you do?
Well, she's barely conscious.
She is. She's feeling awful.
So she'll call out help.
Yep.
And where's Victory?
Victory's run and hid. Victory is as baffled and as horrified by all of this as you are.
She'll call for Victory.
Any reaction to Grey standing with his axe in his hand and your blood on his axe?
She'll just stare at him.
Okay. Demos, same for you. This figure has glided off into the gloom, and as it has done so, the music has stopped, and suddenly, just like that, you're aware of everything. You're aware of your actions. You're aware of the fact that you've just done these terrible things to your friends. What do you do?
He'd be mortified. He'd be trying to help Tarquin get up and get to someone who can help him, and he'd be just profusely apologizing.
Okay. Speaking of Tarquin, what are you doing, please?
Well, that's me. So he's surveyed the scene.
Yes, and he's also bleeding at 3 hits around.
So he's going to hold where he's bleeding from.
1 hit, good call. Yep, he's now bleeding at 2 hits around.
And he might start. Oh no, he's kind of moving towards. Where's the group? He's there. He's going to need some. He's going to need some help. He might just start moving into the center. We want to draw the group in together. And he'll call out help, and he'll probably say, "What the F's going on?"
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Great.
I feel like Gray would just like drop to his knees and just be like, in tears, saying sorry to Kiros and just sorry. And he has some first aid knowledge, so he'd be trying to help if he can without hurting.
Okay.
And he would probably throw his axe down and away from him, like he's disgusted by it.
Okay. Mython, 3 rounds it takes you to get over to Leif. That's another 15
Yep.
hits off Leif. You get to Leif and you see that he is bleeding heavily from, was it a side wound, I think?
So,
Yes.
Yep.
What do you do? And Tarquin is still bleeding as well.
she would want. So she would give Etienne a kick to wake him
Okay.
if she notices him. Yep. And she would. Whilst she was walking over, she'd say, "The creature went that way. Magic weapons kill it." Basically, so she's wanting to tell people if they want to go and attack it, then she thinks they should, or at least keep an eye. Is what she's explaining. She'll put her hands on Leif and would want to cast her highest stopping bleeding spell, which is Flow Stop 5.
Give me a roll, please. Don't roll a 1 or a 2.
Imagine that. 12.
12. Not a high roll, but not a low
She would
roll.
chant and wave hands too.
Yes, you are touching him, so you get plus 30.
Yep.
That roll is successful. At negative 31.
Okay.
Yep. You managed to stop the blood loss from Leif. He was bleeding out fast.
He was so does that stop all of it? I think it's Flow Stop 5. He was 5. I mean, she was just going for the
Was
you said
was 5.
okay. So okay, that's a happy coincidence. Yeah, she's sort of shitting herself. She will say, anyone else bleeding? Sorry, is that her action for now?
Move it into the next little bit, but I'm going to knock off. Tarquin was holding, unless anybody else is doing anything else with Tarquin, he's holding his arm for 1 hit, but he's still bleeding at 2 hits a round. Is anybody doing anything with that? Well, Mython took 4 rounds for Mython to do that, so in the immediate 40 seconds, is anybody else doing anything with Tarquin? Or is Tarquin doing anything?
Can he? Oh, where's the spell list?
Does he have self-healing?
He does. So can he please cast? Can he do that clotting spell? Here we are. Clot 3. Hits per round reduction is 3. Can he cast that on himself?
Sure. Give me a roll.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Did I do that right? Oh no. Sorry. I did that. Oh, 100? No, is that right? Did I do that right? 100?
Fair to say.
It's 100.
That spell goes off. What's the?
That's right. I'm thinking, oh, I didn't do that right, but I did.
What's the description of the spell, please?
So Clot 3, as with Clot 1, except hits per round, reduction is 3. If caster is unconscious, this spell will operate without concentration.
Cool. What's plot 1?
So Clot 1 is clots a wound to reduce hits per round by 1, permanent after 1 hour. If caster is unconscious, the spell will operate without concentration.
Done.
So it's 3 per round.
It's a very handy spell. Tarquin, you are no longer bleeding, nor is Leif. So the immediate danger of people bleeding to death is now over. What do your characters now do?
Is Etienne awake?
Oh yeah, yes. Sorry, yes.
Well, he'd be absolutely distraught and very angry for himself.
Mython will reiterate where the thing went to if anyone wants to follow it.
I think that would be unwise. I think we're better just block and get out of here. Right? Statistically, the same will happen.
Put parsley in our ears.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if resistance rolls failed in the 70 with, yeah. I mean, statistically, we could do that again, and we wouldn't get a better result. I don't think.
Agreed.
Not much point. I think get the hell out of it now, right now with the items through that secret door.
Cool. Mathan will say that she will be happy to provide hits healing, whatever the equivalent of hits healing is to anyone who is feeling unwell. She will also be intending to do that for Leif. Actually, she would want to do a diagnostics
Okay.
on him.
In terms of people not feeling great, Tarquin is at -36. Part of that was that slash he got from Demos. That will, I mean, it's a relatively minor injury, and that will heal. But he's on 35 hits out of his normal 82. Keros is on 4 hits. Keros is basically barely on her feet, and Leif is, of course, at -31.
Well, so Mathan might. So the bleeding stopped on Leif. She might heal Keros first to get her better mobile, and would offer to help to heal Tarquin as well. So if they come in, we can jump some rolls. Is that right?
Yeah.
Whilst people are doing other things if required. Yeah.
Sure. So while Mithan is healing Keros,
Yep.
What would others like to do?
Niathron wants to go for the door.
Yep.
And Etienne will be preparing, and he will hold a spell while staring at the arch with his sword extended out.
Okay. Does he stay roughly where he is, or does he go outside?
Basically, he can't see further than the light, so he will stay. Well, certainly within 100 foot of the light.
Okay.
If he sees the slightest movement, he'll release the spell.
Okay, sure. So about there, distance-wise is.
Now I'm checking the distance, but
distance, that's 70 foot, for example. So there.
Hang on. 100 foot, yeah. Yeah. Then maybe a bit closer by the pillar there. He'll be just poking around the pillar to the arch, listening intently.
Yep. And
staring into the blackness round the pillar, and will unleash if anything moves.
Cool. Niathanel, you head up to the wall.
Now I know there's a secret door there, so I'd like to find it and open it.
Cool. Give me a perception roll, please. Aided, obviously, there'll be a bonus because Etienne has told you that he thinks there's one there.
This is the sort of roll I needed before. 100.
It is masked, of course.
Yeah.
What's her? What's her skill?
Is 82.
82. Plus a bonus because Etienne has said, "Hey, there's something here." So Niathel, so this is taking place while Leif, while Mithan is tending to both Keros and to Leif. Niathel, you're having a really good look around here. You can't see a secret door.
Okay. She'll call the assistance of anybody who has a high perception who's not busy bleeding or being seen to.
First up, well, maybe someone's checking the character sheet to see what their perception skill is.
Well, what's Grey doing?
Yep. Mithan, can you make a roll on Keros, please?
So for Keros. 26.
26. The spell is successful. Won't do the sound effects, but yep. How many hits?
21 to heal.
20. Heal. Keros, you're feeling quite a lot better. About half yourself, you would say. But you're still feeling a bit rough.
Yeah, Mathan's happy to go again. Is that okay?
I'm fine with that, but yeah.
Yes, please.
Cool. Yep, that's a successful spell, so 67.
67, sure. How many hits?
And oh, bloody hell. I did the wrong roll. 3d10. 19 hits that time.
Nice. Full hits, Kiros.
Cool.
Back to your
So
41.
it's two
Thank you.
spells. Sure. Mathan is happy to do healing on Tarquin. He was also feeling woozy, correct?
Yeah, Tarquin's not feeling great at all.
So here's the spell roll. 52. So that's successful.
Yep.
Here's the here's the hits roll. 3d10. 16.
Okay. 35. Tarquin is now on 51 hits.
Feeling like he could do it with another spell? Feeling like he needs a bit more, or is he pretty close to good?
He's not feeling great.
Okay, so another spell is successful at 84, and the hits to heal. Oopsie. 3d10. Another 15 hits.
Nice. 66 out of his normal 82.
No, it sounds like he needs one more.
Okay.
Yep.
She's got a lot of power points.
She's got 100 in her intuition, so it means it's
Wow.
sleep.
Yeah, and she's
so
10th level. Yep.
And she's 10th here, so yeah, and she's got a times 2 multiplier. Oh my goodness. Spell roll was a 3.
Was a 3. Not a fail. Not a failure.
Like skin of the teeth.
By what?
Healing is 20.
20, nice. 86. Tarquin is back to full health.
Okay. If she'll offer it to anyone else, and if no one else is peeping up, she will then. Yes. So she will ask if anyone's got better diagnostics than her, a diagnostic skill, because she's not confident her particularly great at it. I've had a memory that Kiros might.
Yeah, she is diagnostic. Sorry, I can never see under pressure.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. Diagnostics. Or maybe she doesn't.
No, she's got a good first aid skill, I think. But
She's got first aid and second aid. Is that?
Yeah.
I don't think she
Oh,
has.
well, then she should have diagnostics to go along with that, maybe.
Where is it?
It is a separate skill.
I'm feeling very under pressure now. Find it.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, well, in the meantime, Mathan will do diagnostics. Whilst Kiros is thinking if she can do diagnostics, Mathan will do a diagnostics on Leif.
No, she hasn't got it.
Okay, cool. Oh, well, it's down to Mathan's. 31 for a roll and 30 for the skill. Hope it's masked.
It is masked. Okay. And the skill is what, please? You
30.
30. Cool. Watch. Okay. And who is she looking at?
She's looking at Leif. Basically, he's been knocked unconscious. She wants to poke and prod him. She's planning on doing hit healing because that's what you do when someone goes unconscious, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But she's wanting to see if there's anything else obviously wrong with him.
So diagnosis is not a skill we use a lot of in this game. With waiting 5 minutes, which is 150 rounds, gives you a plus 10 to the roll.
Right. She's gonna risk it, and I mean, basically, she was thinking like, if I bring him back, is he just going to die again, or is he going to be in huge amounts of pain? Because of course, the best diagnostics is how are you feeling. So she will do some healing spells in that time, if that's all right.
So, did she?
So So she was wanting to see if there was anything. He's obviously not got bones poking through his skin. His
Okay.
limbs are all sort of in the right.
Is the diagnostics roll before she casts any spells? Is the question. In other words, does she do this in less than 5 minutes?
Oh, so yeah, so she'll do it again then. Yeah, she'll do another diagnosis roll within 5 minutes then. That's right.
Okay. So the first diagnostics roll she does first off. Got it.
Yep. She was then planning to.
Yeah, hang on. No.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. If you give it some more thought, try again another 3 rounds with plus 25. Or if you want to try it before that at -10.
So the 3 rounds.
Sure.
She'll happily wait 3 rounds and have another go. Is that all right?
Yeah. Give me a go.
48 this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've taken your time, Nathan, but you think you've figured out what the issue with the patient. A plus 20 for any further healing rolls, herbs, or first or second aid or surgery. So in other words, yeah, I mean you look over Leif and he's basically like a pincushion. He's been poked and prodded and hacked and slashed by his buddies. All of those different injuries, there are a lot of them. The most serious one was the one on the side. Do you record each injury, Pete?
Well, because I was only recording the ones that had permanent effects, and I didn't. Apart from that first one, I was still sort of like, what's going on? So I will have to look it up and check what that one was. But that wasn't reduced, but it could have been. I don't know. I will look it up and find it.
Yep. The bleeding wasn't, but yep.
No. So I thought all serious damage was reduced, so it wasn't a major injury. Is that right?
It can be. Yep. Bleeding. You can't stop bleeding, but you can. But penalties, etc. Yes, you can. So yeah, you get a good sense of how unwell he is.
Okay. So that's sort of, but that was no major injuries, but he's just been bleeding a lot.
That's it.
Essentially.
That's it. He's lying in a pool of his own blood.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So her conclusion is, okay, it's fine to keep casting spells on him, so he's just down on hits, and she would want to get him up where he's mobile, basically.
Before you give me a roll, there was a request from Neathanel for someone else to have a look at the wall, I think, or is someone else doing something else that I should be aware of? Also conscious it's 10 o'clock.
When once Gray knows that Garrus is being attended to, and after reassuring her that he really didn't mean to do that, he would probably go and try and help as well with that.
With what, sorry?
With trying to find that door.
Okay, cool. You head over. Give me a perception roll, please, Gray, and you get a bonus as well to see the door.
Cool. He rolls a 40.
40 could be very good, could be very bad. What's his bonus, please?
Plus, oh God, what was it again? Sorry. It is 49.
Cool. You can't see a door.
Damn.
What's that, Pete? Yeah, no sign of a door.
Is there anybody else other than Etienne? There's no point. He knows, but he's got a spell in case that thing comes back. So, is there anybody else?
Nathan can take a break from the healing, and she'll go and have a look if that's okay.
Yep, sure. Give me a roll.
Cool. Oopsies, better not roll a d10. That's a 46.
6. You also get a bonus. So just so for static actions for perception, you typically get a bonus plus 20 if the character states for a specific thing that they're looking for. You definitely get that plus 20 because you have been told, as far as you're aware, that something is there. What's her skill, please, Pete? It's quite
Plus
good.
88.
Yeah, it's good. You don't think there's a door there?
All right.
Oh, can I just ask an idle question? Just sort of, if Etienne would convince Etienne to come and show us, would we have increased the bonus with him pointing like, "Can't you see it here?" That sort of thing.
He did.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
Oh, he could have.
So, okay. We're out of people, aren't we, really? Nathan will go tap him on the shoulder and say, sorry, Etienne, would you mind coming over and showing us where this door is?
Sure. Etienne, you come over. Could you give me another roll, please, Etienne?
Can I not remember?
Could you give me another roll?
38.
What's his bonus?
Well, that's crap. We will never find it again. 27.
Yeah, you were sure there was a door here, but now you look at it again, you're not really. You don't know, actually.
Bad memory, isn't he? All right, he'll go back to where he was. Nathan will try again. Can she do that?
Can she do that? She. I mean,
she knows there is one there. That's the thing, right? So,
well,
she's looking till he finds it.
Etienne thought he saw a door.
Yeah, but so she's no reason to suppose that he's lying.
Sure.
I don't know. Does she get to look again and spend longer on it, or she get a torch and
Yep. Give me a roll, please.
Look for feel for the breeze. Stand on her head.
Etienne is thinking he might have been mistaken. It's probably a better with that roll. It's probably a better clue.
She rolled 26.
Okay.
Plus whatever she is, 82.
Did you hear my last comment about Etienne thinking he might have been mistaken?
All right. Well, she'll try anyway.
Sure. She can't find a door.
Right. All right. Well, if there's anyone else wants a crack, they could do it. Otherwise, she'll search the rest of the room looking for it anywhere out of here. I don't suppose anyone's still flying, are they? Or not flying?
No.
Okay.
Conscious that it's 10 guys. Do we want to call it there? Do we want to play on? What do we want to do?
That's probably a good place to leave it.
Can I just get Leif back on his feet? Perhaps just finish off that healing.
Yeah, sure.
Is that all right?
Yep.
Yeah. Bit of a slow start to a session if we go. Oh, healing spells.
Yeah. Yep.
So Mathan will do another. Sorry, as long as everyone's okay with that, Mathan will do another healing on him. That's a 45. So that's no plus.
The sound effects, sure. Just no failures.
3d10. So he's 20 plus 20, so he's on negative 11, I assume.
Correct.
Actually, and she'll want to just that, and she'll go again, and she's yep, another non-failure. 3d10. It's just 15 hits.
15 hits. Yep. Leif, you're awake. You're on 4 hits. What happened?
I think he's got enough reasoning to. I mean, well, I think he's not stupid. He was able to put stuff together. I would say that he was twigged that the flute guy or flute lady had something to do with his friends. But can we just keep going for a couple more spells to get him onto a bit more of a stable number?
Yep.
Yep, successful spell. Another 21 hits.
25. Yep.
And yeah, so I'll just D100. Successful spell. 3d10. Another 20 hits.
45 hits.
D100. Oh, there it is. There's a 2.
There's a 2. It's about time for a spell failure.
Yeah.
Give me a roll, please.
Roll the downwards one.
Yep.
48.
48. Moderate mental lapse causes caster to cast an ineffectual spell but not lose the spell points. You're fine.
Just for the whole thing. So what does he end up on, please?
He's on 45.
45. We'll leave it there for the game, but actually might do more healing once we've relocated, if that's all right.
Sure.
Next session.
Ooh. Leave it there, guys.
My.
Hopefully that was an interesting session, at least.
Ooh. It was good. Painful.
I thought we were going to be just doing some quiet, peaceful attunement and maybe a lovely little camp.
Got to keep you on your toes.
That's amazing.
And again, I really spent time, believe it or not, both Graham and Aidan going over my message to characters, and I clearly wasn't good enough. So apologies for not making it as crystal clear as I should.
Oh, man. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I think we were. It was all over there, wasn't it? Really, but anyway, yes.
Could have been.
Yeah.
It's ironic. Ironically, her attempt to successfully disengage was a bad thing. Like when she failed it, because she didn't. She stayed for one more round.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Right, I'm gonna roll credits, and
Sorry, Alex.
I'll share something with you guys once I've rolled credits. Sorry, Alex, you there?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say that was like really emotional because it was our people and our relationships, and it was like, you know, when it's foe, we're like, oh, whatever, just kill them, and yeah.
Yeah. I hated it, and it was fun at the same time.
You know, what I didn't do, I didn't write down any of the hits.
No, neither. I don't want them.
I've got a record of them. If you want them.
And Leif's 9th level.
Well, screw it, I'll take them.
Actually, cheeky question: is the extra XP because of the trauma of the sort of situation?
So much trauma.
Potentially.
So much.
Okay.